All right, big day in Broncos country.
Oh,
Fired
wow.
up to talk with you guys for the next 4 hours about what we watch and what we witnessed on Sunday in Philadelphia. Again, keep your texts coming in. What was your mile-high moment? How close were you to getting it? And how do you feel now about this team? What have you learned about this team? What kind of confidence have they given you going forward? Those are all things we want to know from you guys today on the RamosLaw.com text line over on YouTube. Just search Denver Sports on YouTube, click that Dover and Cecil stream, and boom, hang out.
Well, as long as the stream is working.
We're up.
We are up. We're up. We're going.
We're up.
We're good. We're live. You know the number one thing that we learned? Number one.
What?
Number one. Dude, I'm standing up saying this.
Sean Payton needs bigger underwear?
Sit down. The number one thing that they learned, they can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
They can beat anyone. I want that to resonate within the Mile High City. I know that some folks out there with their doctorates got this game completely wrong about the Broncos not in the big league. They're in the big leagues. You stop with this nonsense garbage that's been talked about around this city. No, you listen to the Bo Show. You listen to us right here, Dover and Cecil, and we're going to tell you the truth, and the truth is they can beat anybody.
Yep.
They beat Philadelphia in their house, and they did it without playing perfect football. And they did it without the benefit of the refs. Don't at me, bro, about the stupid Jail Skinner, Dallas Goedert. That's totally – what about the ones on the Broncos, okay? The refs are bad. You got to overcome bad refs, period, win or lose. Mm-hmm. Win or lose. If that was actually called pass interference, I wouldn't come in here and be like, yeah, but then they called the pass interference.
Oh,
and
got it on the side over
exactly.
there. Yeah.
And then they set up a 5-yard play or whatever it'd be. No, man, you got to overcome those bad refs. But this game proves, the most important thing it proves, they can beat anybody.
I like that. I like that a lot. And look, the way the schedule goes, again, stuff we can go through the week where it favors who they are right now if they can continue to do this. Biggest win, I don't even think it's close. Biggest win by far in the Bo and Sean Payton era. I heard the guys in the morning talking about it as I was driving in about biggest win since Super Bowl 50. Now, it's recency bias, and we're all fired up the way that it went down and the way the game ended with a gigantic fourth quarter and stones from Sean going for that 2-point conversion. I don't know what other game you can even talk about. Stokely brought up the fact that they beat the Chiefs and ended that streak, but you were doing it with Russell Wilson, which was the fakest foundation in the history of foundations, and everybody not named Marilat knew that. You know what I mean? So it felt good to end the streak, but then it's also this is so phony. You're never going to actually be a legitimate contender with Captain Cornball running the show there. So that was a huge win in the moment, but it just never really rang true, at least for me. And I'm only speaking for me.
Look at the opponent.
Right.
God bless America. It's the Chicago Bears.
No, I'm talking about just overall win.
Overall this.
But that last time they won a game down 14 or more in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Kevin and Drew figured it out. It is the Chicago Bears just 2 years ago.
Right.
With Russ and Sean. So Sean's responsible now for the 2-112 that the Broncos are when they go into the fourth quarter trailing by 14 or more. Sean Payton, thank you very much, sir, for those two.
The other thing that we've learned based on what you just said, think about this. They can beat anybody, right? Mm-hmm. Is that true or not? I believe it's true. The other thing, this is great, dude. This is great. They're never out of it. With what you just said, the 2 out of the 112, Sean Payton's watch.
Yeah.
They're never out of it. Now, the Chicago win, whatever, but this win against the Philadelphia Eagles proves that they can hang and they can beat anybody in the NFL without getting lucky. You know what I mean? You see that sometimes in the NFL. Oh, that team, they got lucky. Yeah, any given Sunday. No, you went head-to-head, you went toe-to-toe, and you beat the world champs in their house when they were undefeated. They've lost 2 games in the last calendar year.
Yeah.
And one of them was just yesterday.
That's right, dude.
So they can beat anybody, and they're never out of it. Nobody start tweeting till the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of bad tweets out there getting deleted, getting thrown on cold takes or whatever. Just stop. Mm-hmm. Stop trying to be the smartest guy on Twitter. You're not.
About 98% of Twitter's full of bad takes. I'm guilty of that as well. Some of those are my tweets out there that are bad. So, yeah, I love the fact that you said that to start it. You can hang with anybody. You're never out of a football game. maybe Sean Payton can learn some new tricks, right? You said it to start the show there. 20 carries for J.K. Dobbins.
Wow.
The workhorse that was J.K. Dobbins. And by the way, when you are down double digits and you go, oh, at least me, right? I think everybody kind of thought the same thing. Like, oh, man, Sean's going to try to win this game with Bo's arm because they're down and you got to chase these points. He didn't waver. He stuck to what they do best. He stuck to what their actual identity is. He stuck to, Courtland Sutton's starting to make a case for himself, but stuck to their best offensive weapon. And that's number freaking 27 in J.K. Dobbins, dude. He was unbelievable again yesterday.
Yep. I
can't think of a moment throughout the first 5 weeks where I've gone, man, I don't know about this J.K. Dobbins signing. It's been like, holy bleep, are they lucky to have been able to land J.K. Dobbins. Not just get the dude, get him at the time they got him. When 32 other NFL teams just went, hang out for a few months. We'll figure it out later.
Right.
And Sean made it work. And I am so impressed with Sean Payton. I did not think he had that in him. I didn't think they could win a one-score game. I thought they would be out when they're down 17 or down by 14. It's a situation where I learned so much about this football team. I learned so much about the character of this football team and the damn heart that this football team has, led by their head coach.
Yeah, I like that word. A lot of heart in that Broncos room, a lot of heart in that locker room, and a lot of times this team is the only ones that believe in each other. You know what I mean? And having that ultimate belief in each other is what gets you this sort of win. And yeah, it's a big day. And yeah, oh, you're going overboard. Nope, not at all. I couldn't go over
later.
I'm going to be insufferable if you hated Bo Nix or have thought you should put in Jarrett Stidham. Any of those things. Like, I will be insufferable because this type of game shows what that young man can do with the support of a ground game. He's not there yet. He's not there to take over and go toe-to-toe Bo Nix versus Pat Mahomes. He's not there yet. But you give him a ground game. You give him a team. The Broncos are a team. That was a team effort. I thought special teams might screw it up, but that was a team effort from this. That's another thing we learned. They're all in together now, right? Was that a Limp Bizkit song?
Yeah, I think
all
it
in
was.
together now with Redman or Method Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in together now. That's what it is right now. This team is a team. They're together, and they're all supporting each other.
A couple quick texts here for Tribe Roll Call. Our buddy Tyler up in FOCO, Tribe member here. He says, since AI has taken over the world, did you know if you type in what it takes to win a championship, GPT says there are 7 things it spits out. The Broncos have all of them. Talent, check. This is what Tyler's writing.
Okay.
Discipline and preparation, check.
Okay.
Cohesion and chemistry, check. Resilience, check. Leadership, check. Focus on goals, check. Some luck is the bottom one. And Tyler writes, kind of a check. Because you do have to get a little bit lucky with some of the things that were going down. So
right.
Tyler using a little AI and checking the boxes that is the Denver Broncos right there. So it is, again, an absolutely staple of a game. It is that, like I said, honestly, with what the morning show was talking about, I think it is the biggest win since Super Bowl 50. Everything else was with some bum-ass quarterback that was never going to turn this thing around, or some sitting duck coach that never had enough power to really turn this thing around. You got Sean Payton. You got freaking Bo Nix, guys. Get on board or get left behind. Those are the only 2 options. Get on board or get left behind. And some of you, when you go to grab the rail, I'm kicking you like I'm freaking Leonidas kicking you out of my city because you're not welcome anymore. Not Drew. Drew, that wasn't for you.
By the way, the other thing we have to say is that a signature win since Super Bowl 50 because you beat a bunch of bad teams.
Yeah.
Except for the Buccaneers, the Chiefs backups, and now the Philadelphia Eagles. But this is how it starts. This is how you get on a roll. And the sad thing is, I could make an argument they should be undefeated.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, Kevin asked us, like, that Colts loss isn't looking, it's looking better as you go week to week. They just destroyed the Raiders. The beautiful thing, you're like, man, the Colts are actually good. Helps the Broncos look.
Yeah.
And then the Raiders get their ass beat. I'm into both of those things.
Yeah, well, the AFC West now back into play. What did we learn? AFC West can be theirs.
Just like
we're
we
all
said,
bound down to the Chargers. Nuh-uh.
Or you take 5 weeks to figure out who you are.
Yep.
Chargers are starting to show us too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's far from over there in the AFC West. Keith from Elizabeth giving us some kind words. He says Sean needs large underwear. So I love that, and it's so true. Keith, I appreciate those kind words, man. Keep crushing it out there in Elizabeth. Love hearing from you guys. Hit us up. RamosLaw.com text line 303 713-1043. Name on the end of your text so we can give you a shout out like my man Keith there. Hit us up there or over on YouTube. Just search Dover and Cecil. Click the Dover and Cecil stream there on the Denver Sports YouTube page. All right, I want to hear from Sean, the man with the big stones. That win was the biggest in the Sean Payton era, maybe the biggest win since Super Bowl 50. So what'd the man of the hour say about his big win after the game? Let's hear from Sean Payton talking about how great his cue was next.
Bonneville International Radio Station contests are open to participants at least 13 years of age and older that are residents of the state of Colorado. Unless otherwise specified, employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or an entity associated with the contest may not enter. Full general contest rules are available at DenverSports.com.
Here's the tale of the daily med fill. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap GoodRx, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. Deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. If you find yourself in a car accident, do not tell the insurance company you are fine. They will hold that against you even if you end up with medical bills 3 months later. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law.
Do you have an IRS tax problem that's keeping you up at night? Stop worrying and start learning how to fix it. Join Todd from Advanced Tax Solutions for a free workshop on the 7 ways to fix a tax problem on Wednesday, October 8th at 5:30 and get answers. When will the taxes expire? It's possible this could just go away. Could you settle with the IRS for less than you owe? Get free advice, a plan, and a licensed pro guiding you. To sign up for this free workshop, call 303-753-6040.
Looking to sell your used Rolex watch? We buy and sell pre-owned Rolex watches, all styles from old to new. Hi, I'm Scott Matthew with Matthews Fine Watches and Jewelry. Bring in your Rolex watch and we will buy it on the spot. Matthews, located in Highlands Ranch, serving Colorado since 1951.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Spine One. Let me ask you a question. You live with back pain, neck pain? Well, my guys at Spine One, they're an emergency room for back pain with same-day appointments. They'll see you and they'll get the journey started. And that's exactly what I did. Whether it's chronic pain, acute pain, work-related, sports-related, doesn't matter. All you got to do is pick up the phone and start your journey just like I did toward pain-free. 303-367-2225. That's 303-367-BACK. Or as always, you can find them online at spineone.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, we can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Jacob's Law, 303 Law 4040.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
Isn't it weird that, songs sound better? Coffee tastes better today. I had to buy you a coffee. Felt great about it.
I know. My coffee tastes great. I almost feel like I should have bought you a coffee for 20 carries from J.K. Dobbins. I can't believe it. I can't believe it that it actually happened. But, yeah, this win, it feels so good. So good. The sun is shining in Broncos country, even though it's overcast.
Not really shining.
And dreary.
I was walking in, and our one of our fearless leaders on the digital side, JJ, came in, and I'm carrying 2 coffees, and he's like, "Oh, somebody lost a bet." I was like, "I sure
That's
did,
right.
JJ, but in the best way. I lost a bet, and the Broncos still won." So fired up about that. Fired up to hear from Sean Payton. Keep your text coming in. 2 ways to contact us. Tribe roll call. Keep that going on at 303-713-1043. Who are you? Where are you? What are you doing for a buck? You can send that info over on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/DenverSports. Click the Dover and Cecil stream right there. But I wanted to hear from Sean Payton. And obviously fired up about the way that game ended. And Sean talked about how his team finished.
We're hoping it would be a game to unfold with a lower score. In the end, I think we got the better of them in the trenches, and we finished.
They finished for sure. And he said it. It's what you were saying on Friday. So kudos to you, Cecil. We're hoping it's a low-scoring game. Now, I said on Friday that terrified me because they haven't won one of those in a couple of years. But you've got over the hump. You slayed the dragon a little bit here, what you have been chasing. And as Sean said, it's as simple as we finished because they did.
Right. And you have, if you're Sean Payton, you have to love that you got by Vic Fangio's defense, right? Every day figuring it out. And I believe Philadelphia made some errors in their planning. And one of the big ones was listening to A.J. Brown. What'd Saquon Barkley have?
9 touches.
9 touches.
9 touches.
Now, the one against Alex Singleton, of course he got open against Alex Singleton. But as a runner,
that was the last big play they had of the entire game.
If I'm Nick Sirianni, I tell Jalen Hurts to take off that Ratatouille hat in the post-game presser. Sorry, let's just say what it is. And then I'm like, is he a cook? Is there a mouse underneath there?
Yeah.
Helps him cook? Take off the Ratatouille hat, Jalen. Go back and watch the Colts game when they faced a superstar running back, Jonathan Taylor, and couldn't stop him. Could the Broncos have stopped Saquon Barkley? They gave Saquon 25 carries. Could the Broncos have stopped him?
I wouldn't have bet that.
But instead, they're listening to A.J. Brown and like, hey, let's feed the A.J. Brown. That didn't work. It was so bad that A.J. Brown was fighting Devontae Smith on the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right? Grabbing his face
Standing
mask.
at the same spot, just getting each other's way.
Right. What are they doing? I think there's some mistakes on Philadelphia's side, and the mistakes on the Broncos side they were able to overcome.
Sean Payton talked about his quarterback. How good was Bo in that second half, Coach?
I mean, listen, he's a competitor. You know, there were a handful of plays in the first half that I know he'd want back. And look, the delay of game was my fault, spitting it out. But that all being said, man, you can feel his leadership when it matters. And then you can feel the confidence, with his teammates when it matters. So he played exceptional in the second half.
I love that he's taking the accountability there for the delay game because that's one you're always going like, what are you doing, man? It's 5 yards. The play clock's literally staring at you when you're calling the play and breaking the huddle there. So I like that he takes accountability for that. And I like the fact, like I said, man, Sean never wavered. Bo never wavered. Hey, we need a big play. I'm going to find 14. We need to gain some yards here to set us up in a third and manageable. I'm cool with checking to everything or going with the play calls that get J.K. Dobbins involved because that guy's going to take us home. Yep. And then how about the fact that Evan Ingram's done absolutely nothing? You trust that guy in the middle of the field with a defender right there and know that, hey, if I can get it to him, let him make a play. Shed that tackler, keep the balance, find the back of the end zone. That's
right.
The whole team was great, but Bo showing some trust in Evan Ingram, a lot of trust in Cortland Sutton, which he should.
Yes.
It was very, very nice to see. And calming down. Like, when the game got chaotic, Bo got calm. And that's a great sign moving forward.
That's the best sign of a quarterback is playing at a high level in tense situations and being calm. There's some fake news, some fake narratives that are dying today, and I love it.
Yeah.
Is anyone ever going to say Cortland Sutton's not a number one?
He's sure looking at it right now. By the way,
anyone ever going to say that? We're going to say that again? People out there, bad takes abound about Cortland Sutton. He's not a number one. Well, look around the league. Okay, he's not Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase isn't Jamar Chase right now with Jake Browning throwing him the ball. But like Cortland Sutton, number one receiver, book it. That's what he's doing.
You want me to give you some numbers to back your theory here?
Love it.
Back your take. Luca Evans of the Denver Post tweeted this out. Wide receiver Cortland Sutton over his last 16 games, so not even a full season now. That'll be next week after they kill the Jets. He didn't get a catch in New Orleans last year. Remember that?
Yeah.
And that was Bo being like, you got to come and tell me, man. Since that game, 91 catches. This is 16 games. 91 catches, 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Yet people say he's not a number one.
And let's say he just gets 9 catches and 80 yards the next game.
Right.
That's 100 catches, 1,400 yards. And if he has a touchdown, double-digit touchdowns in 17 games.
And the best thing about this is the guys that they paid are coming through. Nick Benito, my God.
He leads the league in sacks right now.
My God. Defensive Player of the Year. Our guy, Zach Bye, was the first one to bring that to the airwaves of like, hey, do they have another Defensive Player of the Year? And now I see like other outlets picking that up. Like, hey, Zach Bye had it first, everybody. Because, man alive, you paid Cortland Sutton. He's coming through in a big way. You paid Nick Benito. He's coming through in a big way. Zach Allen's having a strong year there as well. So, yeah, so it's smelling like roses this morning in the Mile High City. Not everything's perfect. Things to work on.
You got to fix some stuff for sure.
But you love this type of game because it's a win against a quality opponent on the road, and there's several teachable moments.
Sean Payton also talked about how the run game was so important, them sticking to it, and J.K. making him look so good.
Well, it helps any quarterback. If you're a QB and you're playing good defense, your job is a little better, and you're running the ball, your job's. But if you're giving up points and not, you're asking him to be on the high dive the whole game. So I think when you're able to run it, it's going to help your play action. Sure enough, we hit the tight end on a spear route off a play action. Like, it all kind of fits together, and you're on schedule. So at the top of my call sheet was, I knew that we weren't going to have the same run outcomes. You don't get an immediate response, but you know that ultimately it's effective.
Yeah, he had it again. He had to run it with a couple exclamation points. ZB had that, too, on his social media account. So good job from Zach eyeing that thing and getting it out there on social media. So this time's different, though, because he had run it, and you know what he did, Cease? He ran it! He ran it to the tune of 20 times with their lead back in J.K. Dobbins. 29 total carries. You take Bose off of it with the 3 rushes there, you're still looking at 26 total carries for the running back. That number can be even higher. But I'm not here to complain about Sean Payton's game plan and running back usage rate today.
No, not at all. And especially with the way that J.K. Dobbins is coming through with this team, that's exactly what you need him to do in these sort of contests. Now, moving forward, can we get a little more RJ? Yes, of course. But now it is to assess where you're at. Is the running game good?
It's real good.
Running game is damn good.
It's who they are.
Yes.
It's who they are.
Let that one settle.
Yeah.
Right? Let that one kind of float in the airwaves.
Say it.
They have an identity, and it's not Sean Payton. It's J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah. It's not even Bo Nix.
It's J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Wow.
J.K. Dobbins, man. Big Perm writes, this Broncos win was the Pineapple Express of the season. It makes movies better. It made food better. It even made sex better. That's a great text.
Okay, there you go.
That's a great text.
I like that.
From our guy, Big Perm, right there. Building block win, says one of our texters. This is our mailman, Scotty. What's up, Scotty? He's checking in from Lakewood, Colorado, delivering the mail. Yeah, it is a building block win. The Broncos just keep stacking these W's. And, man, talk about this hump that they got over for us as fans. And that's what you and I are, and then media and what we do here. But the players in that locker room, Cecil, we've been in situations, right, where you get into a similar situation and you go, well, I know how this ends. Been here before,
right.
Seen this before, done this before. Now you get to throw all that out the window. Now you get to go, oh, yeah, we have been here before. We have seen this before. We have done this before. You know what we did? We came back down 14 points in the final 15 minutes and beat the defending Super Bowl champions. So there is a bunch of confidence going forward for everybody in that building, just like it is with everybody in this fan base today.
You love to see it. The knockout blow from the Denver Broncos to the Philadelphia Eagles was perfection, man. Perfection. Yeah. And I'm excited for more to come. I'm excited for this team to get on a roll.
Yeah. One of our 970 texters. Why is it always a 970 texter that's a party pooper?
Hey. No, Northern Colorado.
My bad.
Northern Colorado, they love us. I guess not everybody loves us.
Well, somebody's saying, and I'm actually going to stick up for you.
Okay.
You both said Sutton wasn't a number one. Keep that same energy.
I did?
That was me. Cecil was telling me how wrong I was.
Okay.
I was the one.
Yeah,
saying
I don't remember ever saying Sutton wasn't a number one.
Yeah. That
I
was,
said Sutton's not Jamar Chase.
Right. And he's still not.
Yeah.
But he is this team's number one.
Oh, yeah, easily.
It's by a million miles.
Right.
All right, we are going to continue this conversation as we go inside the internet. Really cool moment post-game yesterday. Sean Payton talks, and we know Sean Payton loves to talk, but when Greg Pinner talks, his words hold a little bit more weight. Wait till you hear what he told the locker room and presented his head coach. That's coming up next.
TCU held serve at home and handed Coach Prime and the Buffs their second straight loss. With their season hanging in the balance, can Colorado find a way to get back on track and secure their first conference win? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
What up, fellas? Happy Victory Monday to you. How you feeling after a big weekend with the football team we all love, getting a dub in a major way? Celebrated, right? You know how some people like to celebrate? A little sex. Yeah, that's right. I can tie it all together here. Football wins and your relationship. I'm going to talk to you about RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com because when you do want to celebrate or, in the night the right way on a date night or an anniversary, yeah, we're talking about sex and we're grown-ups, so we should. It matters in a relationship. If you're not having it, you might not be in a relationship much longer. Guys wait, thinking it's going to get better. That's not the case, fellas. Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic can help. They have treatments with success rates over 90%. Some treatments can have you lasting an hour or more. You could be having sex as soon as the day after your appointment. So get in, get your first appointment scheduled. Only going to cost you $99, includes a medical consult with a Colorado licensed medical provider. They'll take your blood, tell you what your TMPSA levels are, and if medically advised, they're going to give you a test dose right there in the office. If the test dose doesn't work, they don't want your money, but it works in over 90% of men. So stop coming up with the bad excuses and see my team at RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com today.
The holidays are here, full of joy, family, friends, and yes, a little hustle and bustle. That's why you need Aleve. Between cooking, shopping, and all those extra errands, aches and pains can sneak in. Aleve is here to help with long-lasting body pain relief. Don't let body pain slow you down. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, you can keep up with the season's magic and all that awaits. Pick up Aleve and get back to what really matters, making memories. Use as directed.
Introducing your new Dell PC with the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot. Like organizing your holiday shopping and searching for great holiday deals and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, plus planning the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC with all-day battery life to help you get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
Halloween's here. Costumes, candy, and maybe a few scares. But nothing scarier than being ghosted by your insurance company after an accident. At Postman Law, we've delivered over $3 billion to our clients, and we make it simple. Speed, ease, results. With free case evaluations and no fee unless we win, you're never left in the dark. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. Others promise. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
I know you don't want to think about it, but it's happening. Snow is coming, and Siltahar Motors is ready. Stocked up on a boatload of Broncos sports built for adventure in rain, sleet, or snow. So whether you're tailgating, skiing, or just exploring your own backyard, the Broncos Sport is ready for action, starting at just $27,999. Siltahar has the best selection, the easiest location, and the lowest prices in town. Go to sthmotors.com. Siltahar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Marketing can feel overwhelming. Where to start? What works? What doesn't? That's where your marketing experts at DenverSports come in. Audio, video, online marketing, and we know how to cut through the noise so your customers finally hear your story. You don't have to waste time guessing or spinning your wheels. We'll guide you with a proven plan that turns your marketing into growth. Let us handle the hard part. You do the easy part. Head over to DenverSports.com and click Advertise with Us and start growing your business today.
Brandon Stokel here from my team, ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Do you need a new furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump? ROX Rocks Heating and Air makes it incredibly easy with their new, free, no obligation online heating and cooling quote. It takes less than 5 minutes and gives you options instantly. No calls, no waiting, and transparent pricing. Only at ROX Rocks Heating and Air. Now play that jingle.
HVAC service, installation, repair. ROX Rocks Heating and Air.
Macy's Backstage is a whole department inside your Macy's store where you can find the latest looks all for under $30. With new arrivals every day, you never know what you'll find. Find a location at macy'sbackstage.com.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. From conspiracy theories to cat videos, the World Wide Web can be a terrifying and beautiful place. So strap in and follow Dover and Cecil down the wormhole as they take you inside the internet.
This, Jen, is the internet.
All right, I love going inside the internet. I'm also, I think this was last night. So when you click on our Denver Sports articles, which again, we always encourage you to go to DenverSports.com, you get the latest from your favorite teams and you can watch your favorite shows right there. It's totally us. On DenverSports.com. And when you click an article, we usually have like a video attached to it. Cecil, it's you from last night.
Yeah.
You're holding up your Sean Payton shirt.
Yeah,
I can't hear you. You just spiked it on the ground. I'm assuming in your head you're going, yeah, mother, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're saying in your head, but probably not on the show itself.
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of blacked out
Gotta
from
go
excitement.
watch, right?
Yeah, and I broke my headset on that.
Oh, really?
Because I slammed down my Bo Nix t-shirt and then I broke my headset. So I was like, oh, whoops, sorry about that.
Well, first story is from DenverSports.com. Will Peterson wrote it, and he's talking about the locker room setting and something pretty cool for Sean Payton. We talked about this on Friday, the things that could go down in this game with certain markers that they achieved. All Sean Payton had to do was get the dub. He certainly did that, and he got regular season victory number 173. That's a big number on its own, but the fact that he then passes his friend, his mentor, in Bill Parcells just makes it all that much sweeter. And I thought, what a cool moment. Will highlights it here in the article. We'll give you the audio version of it, but Sean Payton's talking, and then you're going to hear Greg Pinner take over and shout out his head coach.
We came here to win a game. And I can't tell you, and I know on behalf of the coaches and ownership, everyone else, how proud we are of the way you played today. When you play a team like that, it's never going to be perfect. But man, not once did we flinch.
One thing here, incredibly proud of you guys. This is an amazing win. I've had a chance to get to know Hall of Fame coach Bill Parcells over the last few years. We all know what a mentor and friend he's been to our coach, Sean Payton. Today, Sean passed Coach Parcells.
Such a cool moment, man. Such a cool moment for Sean Payton, who, I get it, he can rub some people wrong from time to time. He could be kind of a jerk from time to time. But this dude knows what he's doing, man. He knows this game very well. And then, how about the fact that, did I hear that when Greg Pinner's saying, I've got a chance to know Bill Parcells
over the last few years?
I heard a player go, wow. And I think that's like, I'm being genuine here. I think that's like, holy cow, our owner's out there learning the history. Not that he doesn't know who Bill Parcells is, right? But like learning the history of the game, getting to know these guys, and having a conversation with somebody. I want to say it sounded like Cortland Sutton, but I'm just speculating because I don't know. But like the wow is like a wow. This dude's about it. And I can appreciate that. I don't need to respect Greg Pinner more than I already respect the guy because it's at a through-the-roof level. But what a cool moment. And for Greg to be there to recognize Sean.
Well,
that's cool, man.
I mean, it's just who Greg Pinner is. What's our most precious asset? It's time, right?
Time, no doubt, man.
Greg Pinner will take his time. Like, in getting to know Greg over the last couple of years, like, I can tell you assuredly, he's going to investigate everything. He's going to, try to learn as much as possible. about this league, about his coaches, about the players. Like, he's in it, but he's in it not in a Jerry Jones type of way or like, let me tell you what to do. He's in it to learn. What are we supposed to do in life? We're supposed to learn, right?
Yeah.
Greg Penner, that's all he does. He just wants to learn and then take his wisdom with action and go out there and be great at business, be great running the football team. Like, best ownership in football? Yeah, best ownership in football.
Yeah. I thought the mission of life was to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
Wow, you know Conan. Conan, what is best in life?
Right when you said it, I'm like, do I remember it off the top of my head?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. It is a huge moment, man, and cool stuff. The Broncos tweeted out, like I said, we gave you the audio version of it. Will has it in his article. Go look at it. What do they call the locker room? Club Dub? Club Dub.
Lots of smoke.
It was going off last night. I heard some of the reporters that were there on site going, all that smoke that you can see, it's a smoke machine.
Yes.
And then when Sean's up at the podium, Sean Bowe come to the open podium, the reporters were like, the speakers were pretty loud still behind Sean Payton. So they kept the party going when coach and quarterback had to hit the podium.
Yeah, and they should. And now on their way to London, they're already in London, and Sean Payton has said, ain't no sightseeing.
Yeah.
We're staying in the middle of nowhere.
Like that a lot. All right, up next.
Where'd you hear that?
The internet.
And you believed it?
Yeah. They can't put anything on the internet that isn't true.
Well, unfortunately, this one's true, man. This Mark Sanchez thing from the weekend.
Oh, jeez.
At first, right, you get it, and I'm at the Mines game, which, by the way, maybe we'll talk about that later. What a crazy freaking end into Mines and Mesa this weekend. We can do that later, today or in the week. You see the story. Mark Sanchez is in an Indy hospital. He's been stabbed. And you go, holy cow, hope everything's okay.
Right.
What's going on with
Everyone
that dude?
starts making assumptions on where he's at in Indianapolis. And I've been in Indianapolis plenty of years for the Combine. I feel that downtown is unsafe.
Oh, really?
Had a guy, me and Doug Farrar had to talk a guy out of killing himself outside of Roos Chris. We're just waiting for our table.
Wow.
And this guy was like, and by the way, our DNVR buddies, they saw, I don't want to be morbid, but they saw a dead body outside of Steak and Shake.
What?
In Indy. So yeah, downtown Indy. So as soon as this story hits, everyone's talking about how Indy's, crap hole or whatever, and then we get more information.
Well, and again, that's what it is. Of like, you go, what happened? Poor guy. What's going on? And then actually, the poor guy is the man that Mark assaulted, who's a 69-year-old truck driver that was trying to do his job and empty the grease thing at the restaurant and then refill?
Like cooking oils
cooking
thing.
Oil,
yeah,
what it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Apparently, Mark Sanchez wanted that spot, or it was an argument over a parking spot. Yahoo Sports has a pretty good article on it, where they're describing it. There's cameras from each hotels that see this. So we're going to see this at some point. It's only a matter of time before this comes out. Apparently, Mark's following the guy. The dude had pepper spray in his car.
69-year-old truck driver.
69-year-old truck driver. He pepper sprays Sanchez, doesn't do enough. Mark comes at him. There's a tussle. The 69-year-old's not winning the fight against former NFL athlete.
Right.
And then reaches for a weapon because he thinks his life is in danger and stabs Mark a couple of times. Mark continues to fight and get on top of and beat up a 69-year-old truck driver. Then the man stabs him one more time. Mark realizes what's happening, runs away, and then was discovered at a bar.
Right.
A couple of minutes later. So now Mark Sanchez has been arrested. This morning he's been charged with felony assault. Mark Sanchez is far from innocent in this. Mark Sanchez is the suspect and the one that broke the law.
Yeah, and the old guy's just trying to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pepper spray didn't stop him, and Lord knows I won't get on my rant about alcoholism, but hey, Mark, try weed. You know what I mean?
What are you doing getting that house in the middle of the day before your game?
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, you're Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
What are you doing arguing with an old trucker that's just doing his job parked in an alley? Talking about, I know the hotel manager or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like,
he said that. He said the hotel manager wants you to move.
Yeah. it's.
And by the way, hey,
it's sad and pathetic.
Mark Sanchez, 69-year-old truck driver, might not know who you are. It's not like you were a star. Your biggest recognizable moment is you running into the ass of your teammate. You're not this giant face that the world's going to know.
Who would have thought the butt fumble would be the second thing that Mark Sanchez would now be known for? So, investigate this. If there's something that
Did you see the
comes
picture
up,
of the older gentleman?
Yeah. Book him to the letter of the law.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Don't give him any special treatment. For the love of God, don't give him a slap on the wrist.
No.
This is stupid. He's lucky he's still alive today. Because that old man pulls out a firearm instead of a knife.
He's
That's
lucky
a
the
different
old
story.
man's still alive. Or
Right.
he's getting manslaughter,
Right.
murder charges.
Right. He's getting murder charges
Yeah.
over a parking spot because he was tanked up on booze.
Stupid, man.
Control your booze, man.
Completely stupid.
Disgusting.
All right, hour one done. We're going into quarter two. We're going to get back to the Broncos. I promise you that. We'll hear from Bo coming up at 11:30. We got to talk about the Buffaloes. They lost another Big 12 game over the weekend. They're 0-3 in conference play. So what now? Stick with Salter, turn to the freshmen, fire some coordinators? What's Prime have to do to get this thing turned around? We'll have that conversation next.
The Broncos took down the defending Super Bowl champs in the city of brotherly love. After a bumpy start to the season, as Denver finally found its true team identity. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Hey, sports fans, did you know that O'Mara owns GMC on 104th? It's true, and now it's time to check them out.
That's right, and O'Mara GMC announces the lowest lease payments of the year. GMC Hummer, just $549. Sierra 1500, just $479.
Wow, lease a GMC Hummer for only $549 a month or a Sierra 1500 for just $479.
That's O'Mara GMC on 104th. OmaraGMC.com.
Stock TU 601245, 26 GMC Hummer EV, stock SZ 146350, 25 GMC Sierra 1500. See website for complete details.
If you've been injured in Colorado, you want Wilhite. After an accident, you want Colorado's accident experts on your side, the Wilhite Law Firm. Get your free case review right now. Just call 303-GOOD-LAW today or visit WilhiteWins.com and win big with Wilhite.
Where will you find her perfect engagement ring?
There's only one fine jeweler in Denver with all the world's top bridal designers. I'm Dylan Williams.
And I'm Shayna Williams from Williams Jewelers. Only here in our Bridal Design Gallery will you find Gabriel & Company, A. Jaffe, Hearts on Fire, and the legendary Tacori.
Thousands of diamond engagement rings from every style and every price range.
If it's on her Pinterest page, it's here.
Add to that our famous Williams Jewelers Diamond Bar with almost every size, shape, and price range diamond.
And our expert diamond professionals will help you put it all together perfectly.
At the guaranteed best price in Colorado. We even have flexible payment terms for qualified buyers, so you can do this today.
That's why more couples say, will you, with Williams.
Where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche. Williams Jewelers, where Colorado shines.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
Welcome to Only Murders in the Building,
the official podcast.
Join me, Michael Cyril Creighton, as we go behind the scenes with some of the amazing actors, writers, and crew from season 5.
The audience should never stop suspecting anything.
How can you not be funny crawling around on a coffin? No, that's true.
Catch Only Murders in the Building official podcast, premiering September 9th wherever you get your podcasts. And watch Only Murders in the Building, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Planning out your holiday pictures? Let's move you to the front because at Soda Weight Loss, you could drop the belly fat and gain your confidence back, just like Ramon.
I used to dread those pitches. I'd position myself behind someone taller or make sure I was holding a plate so nobody focused on my belly. But that was before soda. Soda gave me more than a smaller waistline. It gave me back the confidence to wear what I want. And they make it simple. No injections, no hunger, just a plan that works.
Soda weight loss is built for busy people like you.
I lost 82 pounds in just 16 weeks. No hunger, no drugs, just steady, real-life progress with the nutritionist who helps you every step of the way.
That's why Soda has nearly 9,000 Google reviews. And right now, the most popular offer of the season is back. Join today, and your partner joins free. Visit sodaweightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Soda is, say it with me, state of the art.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents.
Broncos getting a dub, but we're not going to ignore the other teams. It's a big Broncos show, and we're going to get back to that, I promise you. But we got to talk about the Colorado Buffaloes. This is an all-sports show, and we're going to talk about all the teams right here in the Mile High City. The difference is, well, one, we're better at it. Two, we get to tell you the truth about it as well. So while we give our takes, those other shows do their preps listening to this program. So what's up, guys? Good luck later on today.
And then they try to formulate it around the Bad Bo Nix opinions that they had, that they're backpedaling now and popping hamstrings because of it.
Yeah.
We know.
We know. Yeah. Kevin literally has a list.
Right. Super bad. The internet never forgets.
Yeah.
Like, people don't forget.
People don't forget, guys.
Yep.
So back to the Broncos at 11:30 when we hear from QB1 Bo Nix. But they lose another game, Cease. They're 2-4 in the season. They're 0-3 in Big 12 play. And there's a couple of things that I take away from this. First and foremost is, hey, well, what's success look like here? We asked Trent Finnegan, the king of Denver sports, on Friday what he thought success would be the rest of the season. And I thought about his answer a lot watching this game. I thought about Trent telling us, hey, it's really about finding who these players are that you can build with moving forward. Now, I know the transfer portal will have a say in that come January, but I think Trent's right. And obviously, the first and foremost, direction we go is quarterback. Caden Salters threw 3 interceptions. It's the first time in his college football career with 60-plus games that he's thrown 3+ interceptions. So it's not like this is the norm for Caden Salter. He doesn't just turn the ball over at that rate, but he sure did it on Saturday down in Fort Worth there against the Horned Frogs. So is it this time where we go back to the conversation about putting in Julian Lewis, or Cecil, does that red shirt really matter for Julian Lewis where he can't play in or more than 4 games to keep his red shirt status available?
Yeah, keep the red shirt status available if you can, but you're going nowhere.
Where are you going? Nowhere.
You're going absolutely nowhere. So
what is that from? Boondock Saints?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we going to need the freaking rope for? It's one of my favorite lines, too.
That's a good pull. That's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
It's a really good movie. I never saw the second one.
It's not as good.
Okay. That does happen. But Deion Sanders frustrated about this. I think Buffalo fans are frustrated about this because what do you do now? You're in purgatory. It's the exact worst spot that you want to be. Okay? If you're so bad, then you're like, okay, we're going to Julian, and we're just going to see. And then if you're bad, everyone can say, well, yeah, but you've got a 17-year-old quarterback, and things are learning, we're growing, developing this thing. You're right in the middle where it's like, not yet time to bench Salter, I believe. Maybe you have a different opinion. I don't think you're benching Salter yet because you're kind of waiting and holding on to that red shirt for Juju if you possibly can. Well, at the same time, not beating good teams. And, of course, all the Deion haters came out of the woodwork when they dropped this one against TCU. Deion is now 10-16 against Power 4 opponents, including 1-5 in the last 6 games dating back to 2024. I got a tweet from Brian. Yes, that Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Called him Pee Wee Prime.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the ultimate prime hater, they're just doing victory laps now.
I will say this to Brian. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Brian.
That is pretty good, yeah. But it's not good on the field. It's not a good product, and you're just letting games slip away. The most frustrating thing about the Buffaloes this year is the quarterback play is so up and down, and the coaching is just so wonky, but the talent is there. How many times do we see talent on both sides of the ball? I know defense can get worked, as they got worked against TCU. But, like, you have this talent on both sides of the ball, and either they're not getting used. Why does Draylon Miller take so long for them to use him?
That's the other thing. Dude, they have Draylon Miller, DeKalen Taylor, Micah Wells,
Amarian Miller.
Simeon Praise. How about Dallin Hayden?
Right.
Pretty freaking good.
Hayden was looking good. Right.
Dude, we just listed 5 running backs that they can't figure. Now, I know 2 of them are dealing with injuries, but there's still 3 available to you that you can't figure out how to get the ball to.
Right. And you've got Marshall Faulk as your coach.
Yeah.
That's a Hall of Fame running back. So it's frustrating because it's not from lack of talent. If this team didn't have talent, you'd say, well, I mean, Deion tried and then that one guy transferred or whatever. You could have plenty of reasons / excuses for Deion. No, Deion, you've got the talent. Why aren't you better at coaching? Why isn't your staff better at coaching?
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, someone's going to fall on the sword, and there might be 2. It might be Livingston and Shermer that both get bounced this year.
See, it's to me when you ask, hey, am I ready to pull the plug on Caden Salter? I'm not yet. I'm close, but I think that red shirt really matters. I know that it matters for me. How much does it matter to everyone else is an interesting question that we want to hear from you guys on the RamosLaw.com text line. To me, I really want to see Julian Lewis and Pat Shermer to know whether or not that has to be a experiment that's pulled the plug on. It's over, right? If they get into next year and we're doing this same dance, like, I don't know if Pat's the right guy with Julian. You've wasted now 2 straight years with this offense. But I really think that red shirt matters, especially if Julian's going to stay around. So with, 2, 4, 6 games left, do you get through Iowa State? You get through Utah? I mean, heck, maybe because he's already played in a game, you probably have to get through that Arizona game or go to Arizona, let him take a week off, which might be weird for rhythm and routine. I think the red shirt means more to me than the results of this season because this season's a wash anyway. They're not very good.
Right.
I was going back and forth with Drew. Now, full disclosure, Drew watches more college football than I do, but I watch plenty. I just don't think the Big 12's that good. I think the Big 12's, you got the top tier team, and then I think you just have a bunch of mediocre football teams.
Well,
Josh Hoover, the guy that's supposed to be in this Heisman conversation, correct me if I'm wrong, the Buffalo secondary sucks hard, right? He didn't look like he was killing them time in and time out. He started to figure it out and shined a little bit more in the latter part of the game. But that dude should have put 500 yards of offense up on these chumps, and he didn't even do that.
Yeah, well, their plan seemed like it was a good plan, and then Hoover just started running. Like, oh, wait, we forgot about that part of our defense there. And I think in the Big 12, I will probably I'll do my best and ride the fence, right? And I'll say the Big 12, they're a bunch of teams that kind of cannibalize each other, right? So that's why it looks the way it looks from the outside. Really, there's some quality teams, some quality football in this conference. Obviously not the Big Ten and not the SEC, but a frustrating season for the Buffaloes, and it has people questioning, and I've seen more of it now on social networking, the future of Deion Sanders. Okay, well, what does it mean without his son? How long does he want to do this? How long does he want to play this game? He's always going to talk a big game, but when you're not backing it up and then people just kind of sniff it out, when you're not able to use your hype to, recruit or hit the transfer portal in the way that Deion has done, well, what does that mean for this team? Is this just the start of a Deion disaster? That's what we need to contemplate going forward. So the red shirt for Juju, awesome. Who's going to be his coach? People are now questioning that. I still believe it's Deion. I believe it's a couple of more seasons of Deion. The way he's getting paid, the staff will change. They will and should fire Shermer. They will and should fire Livingston. But now the future of Deion Sanders is being called into question based on the talent that they have and the results that they do not have.
We're going to continue talking Buffaloes, but I do got to share something happening on the RamosLaw.com text line. I didn't think this day could be even better. It just got better.
Whoa.
We got a Philadelphia texter hitting us up crying about the game. Talking about Sean Payton being a narcissistic clown. We're idiots because we believe in Sean and Bo.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Keep texting all day. I got time today, baby. Keep sending those texts. 303-713-1043. Put your name on your end of your text so that we can give you a shout out here on the show. Perhaps go over on the YouTube and bring this nonsense and see what Broncos country thinks about it there. Love hearing from those guys. Keep texting. 303-713-1043.
Well, that's what the rain is today. It's actually not precipitation. It's Eagles fans' tears.
Oh.
So soak it up. Go out there just like Shawshank. Just soak up that rain, baby. Yeah, cry all day, Philadelphia. Bring it.
Was it South Park when he was eating Oh, Kyle's tears or whatever, right? Wasn't that? That's me today. Give me those tears, Philly fans. I'll drink them up all day. All right, I want to hear from Deion because there is, outside of the game, a pretty heavy conversation to be had about Deion Sanders. We all saw him sitting on that chair with his shoe off on Saturday night. Then we found out why Prime was sitting on it, and it's certainly concerning. Details coming up next.
After 3 bad quarters, the Broncos offense rallied late and took down the Eagles for a signature road win. Can Sean Payton keep a momentum rolling as the team prepares to head overseas? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
For many of us, it's happened before. Your hair is thinning, crowns disappearing. Maybe the hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. The solution that worked for me, it's an incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts growing your own natural hair the very next day. And it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's the Advanced FUE from Advanced Hair. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what if you want your own natural hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to world-class Dr. Tanya Paul's, it's not maybe your hair will regrow. It's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's why Advanced Hair is the winner of Westward's Best of Denver. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR. That's 720-459-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. If you find yourself in a car accident, do not tell the insurance company you are fine. They will hold that against you even if you end up with medical bills 3 months later. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. Are you a first-time home buyer? Are you trying to lower your existing mortgage payment? Do you need cash from your equity? For most people, getting a mortgage means endless paperwork and weeks of anxiety. But with Cake Mortgage, our process is simple, fast, and hassle-free. Whether you're purchasing, refinancing, or looking to tap your home's equity, our team guides you step by step so you always know what's next. Our thousands of 5-star customer reviews will tell you no one can do what Cake can. So stop stressing and start saving fast with Cake. Your fresh-baked cake home mortgage is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 1-800-EAT-CAKE. That's 1-800-EAT-CAKE. Again, that's 1-800-EATCAKE. Or visit cakehome.com to learn more now.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Most business owners and decision makers work hard but stay frustrated because customers simply don't know they exist. Marketing isn't about being flashy. It's about making sure people understand how you solve their problem. Audio, video, and online campaigns put your message where your customers are already paying attention. And your friends at DenverSports, they specialize in connecting customers to businesses. The moment you get clear and show up consistently, growth follows. Don't stay the best kept secret in town. Visit DenverSports.com and click on the Advertise with Us button and start growing today.
Are you one of those people who dread going to the dentist? If so, have you tried sedation dentistry? Learn more about sedation dentistry at coloradosedation.com. Sit back, relax, and dream with the most experienced sedation dentist and staff at Clarkson Dental.
Joel Klatt, the nation's leading voice in college football, joins Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth every Wednesday morning. Presented by Groove Toyota. Here we go. Tune in at 8:10 for exclusive insight, bold analysis, and maybe just a hint of shenanigans. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
All right, we continue to talk some Buffaloes. Right back to the Broncos in 15 minutes from right now when you hear about the big fourth down conversion from the Broncos, the call from Sean Payton and the execution. Bo's going to tell you about that right at 11:30. But we have to talk about, now they lose the game, but that's not the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
With the Colorado Buffaloes, the elephant in the room is Deion sitting on the sideline, shoe off, has the chair out there, and of course we're not used to it. It looks so strange. We know of the past health issues and concerns with Deion Sanders. And look, I want to say this, and I think I can speak for you on this one, Cease. We're going to be critical when you need to be critical. Nothing in life, like real life, will always trump sports and the nonsense we get to do for a living here talking about sports. So they lost. They didn't look good. We got a bunch of questions about Colorado moving forward under Deion Sanders. What we're going to talk about here for the next couple minutes will have nothing to do with Saturday night's loss and the way the team looked. But Deion took to the podium after the game, asked about why he was sitting on the sideline with a shoe off and a chair. Here's what Prime said.
I think I got more blood clots. Cat's out the bag, all right? I think I got more blood clots, man. It don't make sense. I'm hurting like crazy. I got the doctor's appointment Monday to see what time it is. So that's what's going on. I'm not getting blood to my leg. That's why my leg is throbbing. I'm sorry to get that out, but thank you for noticing.
All right, well, I mean, the whole world noticed, and I would say thanks to him for being open and honest enough to share that with us, because he certainly doesn't have to.
Well, in this offseason, he didn't. We didn't know about the blood clots until much later.
And he said, hey, some of that is me trying to protect my children, which, again, that's that's for their four walls.
Yeah, it's health issues. It's his business.
Exactly. But he shares it, and it's concerning. Like I said, first and foremost, as I have questions about Deion, and I've been going pretty hard on Deion this season with the Buffaloes. But him as a human being, him as the football player that me as a young man idolized, right? And I'm getting the Falcons black jersey with Deion Sanders on it, thinking I'm the you know what going into Niver Creek Middle School. As a human being, you care about Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
we've talked about he's already lost some toes. There's conversations about what else he might lose, some lower limbs and things like that, dealing with what he's dealing with. That's terrifying. As much as we go, man, is this really going to work with Deion Sanders? He's brought the Buffaloes back to relevancy. It's already worked to that point. Deion having to leave because of health concerns would be that'd be the worst thing that could happen in this era of Colorado Buffaloes football. Even though they're struggling, losing him to health concerns would be the biggest, what if conversation moving forward.
Right. And it's something to take incredibly seriously. Not to get too personal, but I have a family member with inoperable cancer that I went to see a couple of weeks ago. You know what else he's got? He's got blood clots in his legs.
Oh, man.
And the doctor said that'll get you before the cancer does.
Ugh.
Blood clots are incredibly, incredibly serious and scary, right? Because it can just move. And all of a sudden it gets to your brain and you're done. My buddy Mark texts me, says health issues are big for Deion. I don't want him to die coaching the Buffs. We don't want to see that. So get right, get your doctor's appointment, what you need to do, and have them guide you in a way that you can get to the best health you possibly can. It's a big conversation. It's a heavy conversation because at the end of the day, listen, football doesn't matter. Buffs football, it doesn't matter. Like, your health matters. Deion's health matters. And even if you're a Deion hater, you don't want to see the guy have any sort of more health issues than he's already had. So we want Deion, we want Coach Prime to get as healthy as possible as soon as possible.
Yeah. So that was the big moment. And again, like you said, you see him sit on the sideline. You see him sitting down. That's weird. Then you see him sitting down without the shoe. You go, oh, man.
Yeah.
We could all kind of read the writing on the wall at that point. So that's the biggest thing. Deion, get right, get healthy so you can be a part of this, and hopefully you turn this thing around sooner rather than later. So that was the big conversation with Deion. Now, back to the football game, where we do have to be critical and some of the things that went on. We spent the entire first hour of this show talking about the Broncos answering the bell. slaying that dragon that is big moments and not collapsing and crumbling in the big moments like they did against the Colts and the Chargers. Well, that's something else that Deion talked about, the fact that his team will, as he says, kind of faint in these big moments, not step up in these big moments. That's, again, he goes on to talk about killer instinct. Can you build that?
I don't think you build that. I think that comes with the kid. And that's tough. It's tough. You got to have that somewhere inside of you. But that starts on the practice field, because if you're having success there, you're going to bring that over into the game, and you're going to be successful there. It's nothing I've seen tonight that I hadn't seen before.
Didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago? I can't remember how long ago it was, with the Broncos. Like, you can't close, you can't finish, killer instinct. Is that something that is obtainable? Can you teach that? Can you achieve that? And we said, I'm not really sure. I think it's one of those things you do or you do not. Now, all these guys, like we said at the NFL level, are alpha guys. I don't know, can you teach killer instinct, and is it different teaching it to college kids than professional athletes?
Well, it's just want to. What do they want to do? Do you want more followers on Instagram, or do you want to go out there and win more games, right? The talent is there, is the direction there from Deion and company, and our redshirt conversation has gone hot in the YouTube chat also, because it's like, okay, well, what are you doing with Julian? What if this team doesn't have any killer instinct? What if you're still making dumb mistakes, dumb penalties at the wrong time? So it's a conglomeration of a lot of bad things all happening at the worst possible moments. Some of that is just bad luck. A lot of that is coaching. And a lot of that is not having the right players, and also in the way that it's built. I think the overarching theme for the Colorado Buffaloes, and the one thing we need to examine more than anything except for Deion's health, the one thing we need to examine, can you build a team when you have a bunch of mercenaries? When you have a bunch of transfer portal players, can you actually build the cohesion that you need as a team? Now, it's college football. It's a year-to-year league. It's a year-to-year game now. The game has changed, but Colorado needs to get the collection of talent. They've done that. They don't have that team yet, and they're lacking in a big way, leadership. Who's the leader? It's Jordan Seaton. Okay, that's one. Mm-hmm. Can you name another leader on this Buffaloes team?
And it's like, I guess I have to say this part because to stink at my boy Ryan Harris, but all due respect, I don't know that an offensive lineman is a good leader. I mean, you're going to turn to that guy? Like, hey, man, can't get by this DB over here on the outside. You got anything for me? He's like, yeah, push him into the ground really hard.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, offensive linemen as leaders it's really tough for me to get behind.
Yeah, it's leaders in a certain section of the team.
Sure,
like, offensive line leader, okay, good. You know what I mean? You think of Quinn Miners on the Broncos as a captain. Like, okay, good. Offensive line captain, sure.
But, like leadership. Tommy Nalen.
Yeah.
I think of Tommy Nalen. He's a leader.
Right.
And even some of
that. But there were multiple leaders.
Right. He wasn't the leader.
Yeah.
He was one of the
Isn't
leaders.
Seaton the leader? And isn't he about the only one?
Yeah, that's not good enough. That's not good enough.
I think of players that could be, but players that have yet to take that step. And it's certainly not Caden Salter. I mean, guy, you can't even get him to class. Allegedly, or whatever I have to say. Like, okay, yeah, that's your leader?
Yeah.
That's the guy that wants to follow up Deion's message. And if Deion did, in fact, bench Salter in Delaware for him not going to class, like, okay, that's a problem. So you have all this collection of players with different motivations. What's Caden Salter's motivation, right? It's to try to get to the league.
The NFL, yeah.
I'm going to go to a better spot than Liberty. I'm going to try to look better against better competition, and I'm going to see if the league comes calling. The league is not coming calling. You had an advanced passer in Shadur Sanders that got drafted in the 5th round because of Pat Shurmur. Pat Shurmur doesn't do you any good whatsoever, Caden Salter, and that's not what you came here for. But Salter's kind of motivation isn't to lead this team, isn't to help turn things around. It isn't to get the Buffaloes even further. It's selfish reasons. It's about him.
Yeah.
It's not about the team. That's why he's not a team leader.
Yeah. By the way, one of our guys, Kevin, says, as someone who has had blood clots, Deion being up and walking around if he thinks he has a clot is extremely dangerous, says Kevin. So that's why you're sitting down and taking the precautions that you take there. So
yeah,
hopefully he's all good. And then once you get good, you got to figure out what the heck's going on with this football team and how you bounce back and build a better roster. One quick text here. I love this. Now, what we ask you to do here is put your name on your text to the 303-246. Says, hi, I'm a new follower. Love your show. Great Broncos game. Came out of the funk and showed Denver what they are all about. That's outstanding. Welcome to the tribe. That's Cecil. I'm Josh. Drew and Kevin are here as well. Plus, you now put your name on the end of your text so that we can give you a shout out on the show. We love that you're a new listener of the program. Welcome to the tribe.
Welcome to the tribe. We're all parts of the tribe.
That's exactly
We're
right.
all welcome here. We're all welcome. We don't.
There's a couple guys. I'm not sure.
We don't use our doctorate to think we're better than you. We don't talk to you. We talk with you on this show because it's a dialogue, not a monologue. So let's go Broncos, man.
Let's get back to the Broncos. Cecil, I said it. A little bit of a slow start for Bo Nix, but he turned it on in the fourth quarter. Wait till you hear his fourth quarter numbers, and we'll hear from him next.
TCU held serve at home and handed Coach Prime and the Buffs their second straight loss. With their season hanging in the balance, can Colorado find a way to get back on track and secure their first conference win? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
It's back. Football is back, Broncos country, which means summer is almost over, and that means it's time for game days. Whether you're heading to Empower Field or traveling to Boulder to cheer on Coach Prime and the Buffs, you got to get there in style and on time. So let my friends at Hermes Worldwide handle the traffic and parking, and you handle the rest, which means have as much fun as possible and make as many memories as you can. So let Hermes Worldwide get you to and from the game safe. All you need to do is call Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports to book your next ride today.
Advent Health is Littleton's home for highly specialized, life-changing heart care. From preventive screenings to personalized treatment options, it's heartfelt care from expert hands. The Advent Health Heart and Vascular Institute is now open, ready to provide wholehearted care for your whole health.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Another summer has ended, and you may have noticed that your energy is lower, your workouts aren't as productive, perhaps you aren't sleeping as well and feel foggy all the time, maybe even your sex drive is off. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're experiencing some or all of these symptoms, it's likely you have low testosterone. And if that's what's going on with you, don't wait. You need to call us at Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic and get treated for your low T, because living with low testosterone is no way to live. With our low T treatments, if you're like most guys, your life will change considerably. Improved sleep, better energy, greater gains in the gym, better mental clarity, and your sex drive will likely improve as well. Plus, most men see these results in just a few weeks. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes PSA and T-test and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Hey guys.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I've made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
As days get shorter and roads get busier, fall brings more accidents. If you've been injured, Postman Law is here to help. No fees unless we win. Call 844-POSTMAN. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you, because you can't be pinned down. Unless you want to be. Your first love story is free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Roller Auction.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
All right, I want to hear from Bo Nix as we get back to the Denver Broncos and the game that we all watched yesterday, how incredible the comeback was, the 2-point conversion to put them up 18 to 17. And then they never really looked back, despite the opportunity that they had there. There were a couple of big plays, a couple of huge plays in this game. And the first thing I want to hear from Bo Nix is talking about his coach having the confidence to go for it in these moments. He's talking about the specific 4th down play. I want to get into that 2-point conversion that we're going to talk about. But Bo, on the big 4th down conversion.
I wasn't surprised. Next thing I knew, he was just giving me the hash, giving me the call, and knew we had one play to go get the job done. And Troy went a great route. We've been practicing that for a couple weeks, and he got in the end zone. I mean, just trust in his players, and we got the job done.
I mean, how about the fact too that I talked about trust with Cortland Sutton, how much we should all be trusting a dude like J.K. Dobbins, and Sean Payton is showing us that. I think it's something that we kind of stumbled upon of, hey, was it J.K. that said it? Hey, Sean's starting to figure out how to use us.
Right.
He was talking about them, the players. And now I think we're starting to see that. Obviously with J.K., we saw Evan Ingram make a giant play, the Troy Franklin moment there that Bo's talking about. That's what it is. We're 4 or 5 weeks into this, and Bo's more calm. He's starting to figure some stuff out. The playmakers are starting to emerge because Sean Payton has figured out the best way to utilize those playmakers.
Yeah, and that's what you do as the season goes on. You learn about your team. You learn what you can do more with your team and the quality of talent that's assembled here. Troy Franklin, Marvin Mims, saw Pat Bryant out there blocking some more. Now, you're not going to get fantasy points for blocking, but
still
that shows
good
buy-in. We just talked about the Buffaloes, and the juxtapose to go from Buffaloes conversation to Broncos conversation. Can we stay over here, please? Because it feels much better. Why? Because their talent is playing up to their potential, and their talent is getting coached in the right way, even with rough spots. That's what makes this win even sweeter, because it wasn't perfect. Not at all. There's plenty of teachable moments. There's plenty of things to go over, offense and defense, that you could be better at. And when you have the capability of being 9-2 at the bye, 9-2, not afraid of Kansas City, get out of here with that noise. And let's go Jaguars. Never thought I'd say that.
Yeah,
Duval. Right. I'll be a weirdo like Liam Cohen if you want me to. Right? It's only weird if you make it weird. But, go get that AFC West title. Go be 9-2 at your bye. And you know the great thing about that, better than anything, is you're learning, and they're not even playing perfect football. When a team is playing perfect and they get a win like that, you go, oh, well, that's never going to happen again. The way that they played, I mean, everything broke their way.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen again. You're learning and winning at the same time and building towards the postseason, whether that's AFC West champions or a wild card team. Go get it, because it's there for you. The talent is there, the coaching is there, and when they intersect, it's glorious.
Mm-hmm. Another one from Bo here. 3rd and 6. Gotta have it in the. Is this the 4th quarter? It is the 4th quarter. They just pick up the flag for intentional grounding, which was the right call. Adam Troutman was right there, so I'm glad that they figured that out there from Bo Nix. But a huge catch on 3rd down. You extend the drive, move the change, and Bo Nix talked about that and trusting Cortland Sutton.
It was a big play, just a good play that we like. Honestly, our thought was just get to 4th and manageable probably and give ourselves a chance to go for it. And when you complete it to Cortland, good things happen. I had a good feeling and was just hoping the boundary safety moved to the field because they'd shown that, and sure enough, that's what he did. And Cortland ran a great backside route. We got it to him, and then I didn't really see a lot of things happening. Next thing I know, he runs down the field, got a first down. So it was, probably one of the biggest plays in that game.
He's 100% right. It is one of the bigger plays in that game because that's like you're starting to feel it. Oh, this is turning. The Broncos have momentum right here. The Eagles get a stop right there. They snatch it all back from the Denver Broncos, and you go, ooh, that was all for naught.
Yeah.
Because now you're going the wrong way. That moment, and again, it's what we've talked about, the things we're learning here. We knew there was some trust between Bo Nix and Cortland Sutton. The chemistry and the connection was there. That just showed, hey, third and got to have it. I'm going to 14. The world knew he was going to 14, and he still made the connection.
Yeah, on Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah, tough day for old Quinyon.
Yeah, it's one of the better corners in the league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you can get got, and Mitchell got by Cortland Sutton. So you love to see it. You want to see more. And in those clutch moments, it's great to have the toast and jam play, peanut butter and jelly, right?
Yeah.
What are your go-to plays? That was a go-to play, and that's a play that can continue to work because it's just mano-a-mano. Who's going to boss up?
Yep.
Who's going to box out? Well, Cortland Sutton using some basketball skill set there.
I mean, you even think about there was that 3rd and 6. There was a 3rd and 15 that Bo connects with Cortland.
That was
and
big.
That gets him in the red zone, and then that leads to the Evan Ingram touchdown.
Yep.
So, I mean, Cortland Sutton was absolutely outstanding yesterday. He's been outstanding. He had, was it the Chargers game, 1 for 6? Colts game, 1 for 6? One of those two games, 1 catch for 6 yards. Outside of that, it's been JK and it's been Cortland carrying the Broncos.
And another thing about that Bo Nix throw to Court on 3rd down, hell, all of them, they're stick throws. They're dot throws, and they're gotta-have-it throws. We're talking about the wheelbarrow for Sean Payton and the big balls that he's got. Well, Bo's got some to make those throws. Those are stick throws. Those are pro throws, and he hit them. He hit them because we know he can hit them. And Sean Payton is learning about J.K. Dobbins and Evan Ingram. He's also still learning about Bo. Don't think for a second that that's all they could do. Last year, well, that was the best trick, like Daffy Duck. You can only do it once. Yeah. This year, struggle, improve, excel. Less of the struggle, more of the improve and excel. That goes for Sean as well. Learning more about Bo and even maybe taking some stuff away from Bo. Bo Nix looks better when he doesn't change the play. He wants to go tempo, but as Sean Payton said last week, yeah, sometimes I don't want to go tempo. Mm-hmm. Well, guess who's going to win? Sean's going to win. So Bo, Sean, continuing to learn and grow, but putting the trust in Bo making those stick throws to move the chains.
How about this for Bo Nix in the 4th quarter? 9 out of 10 passing, 126 passing yards. The touchdown pass to Evan Ingram. Had the ball 3 times, led 3 scoring drives in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
Down 14, your second-year quarterback. Let me actually say this clear for you haters in the back. Down 14. 9 of 10 passing. You miss 1 ball. 1 ball touches the ground. 126 passing yards when you couldn't do anything the previous 3 quarters. That big touchdown, trusting a guy that's done jack for this team in Evan Ingram. You see how fired up Bo was after that game? Runs down there. There's a little jump helmet slap there. And 3 for 3 in scoring drives. You want to talk about clutch, Gene? Want to talk about a guy understanding the moment and living up to it? Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Bo freaking Nix.
Yeah, and it only gets better. We haven't seen the best of Bo Nix. We haven't seen the best of this Broncos team. They're not peaking too soon. They got a big win against the toughest opponent you possibly could. It's not the Bills. I mean, I know the Bills choke last night against the Patriots, but it's like the world champion in their house, and they're undefeated. You beat that team, which means you can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm. Good Morning Football this morning said they're showing Bills and Patriots highlights. And they go, look at Josh Allen sitting over there on the bench with that lost look on his face. Usually that only happens when they're playing the Chiefs. I was like, oh, they did him dirty right there.
Wow.
I mean, they're right, but.
And the Chiefs, I don't feel are what the Chiefs used to be. They still have Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. We'll see tonight against Jacksonville, but a great way for the weekend. And the Raiders are just a joke. They're pathetic. They're absolutely awful.
Yeah.
I saw the great.
Anybody want to debate with me about Geno Smith anymore? Turns out I was right on that one.
The internet is undefeated. I saw some great reels about Geno Smith, and just like several movie quotes are like, what would you say you do here with Geno Smith? So yeah, Raiders stink. Their fans are a joke, and their team's a joke. Broncos, go get this thing. The AFC West is right there for the taking. I know you dropped it against the Chargers, and that game sucked. And the Colts game sucked. I said it yesterday on the post game, and I stick by my story. If you see me out and about at a race yesterday morning, saw several members of the tribe saying hi.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm there for me. I'm there to get some exercise.
Did you do the Taco Bell 50K?
We're going to talk about that and check our X.
Okay, nice.
Because we're going to get Kev to do that.
Hell yeah.
11 hours, Kev. 11 hours. You can do it.
You want
That's
me to
coming
walk
up
for
next.
11 hours?
No, it ain't walking, girl. That's next segment. Save for next. But the thing is, I may seem okay when you see me.
Yeah.
Inside, I'm still seething about the Colts and the Chargers game. Seething inside.
If they beat the Chargers, they're in first place today in the AFC West.
So go get your wins, man. 9-2 at the bye. That's the plan, and stick with it.
Great point here from our 719 texter down in the Springs. The one incompletion Bo had, 9 of 10, that's that intentional grounding that he intentionally threw as an incompletion and got the flag picked up. So great call right there, putting it all together. Bo was outstanding in the fourth and final quarter. All right, I can't wait to hear what Cecil has to share checking RX. I got a fun stat about the Broncos defense that shows up ready to go every single week. And then I got something I just got to get off my chest. I think we're doing something really, really dumb in our sports viewing habits, and I would really like it to go away. I'll share it with you next.
The Broncos took down the defending Super Bowl champs in the city of brotherly love. After a bumpy start to the season, as Denver finally found its true team identity. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Now through November 16th, new Comcast Business customers can get started with 150 megabit internet plus security for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig package. Call today. Restrictions apply. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and auto-pay with bank account. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whether you're into local craft brews, adventurous cocktails, or ice-cold 29-degree drafts, they've got your drink. Pair it with scratch-made favorites from their special menu. And you've got the perfect way to wind down or turn up. Whatever your vibe, Twin Peaks is your go-to for the best happy hour in the league. See you tonight at Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. If you find yourself in a car accident, do not tell the insurance company you are fine. They will hold that against you even if you end up with medical bills 3 months later. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
I know you don't want to think about it, but it's happening. Snow is coming, and Silterhar Motors is ready. Stocked up on a boatload of Broncos sports built for adventure in rain, sleet, or snow. So whether you're tailgating, skiing, or just exploring your own backyard, the Broncos Sport is ready for action, starting at just $27,999. Silterhar has the best selection, the easiest location, and the lowest prices in town. Go to sthmotors.com. Silterhar Motors. Get everything you want out of a dealership.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. What if you could use the equity in your home to get cash fast? With no appraisal, zero hassle, and less waiting with Cake? You can. The Cake Fast Cash program is like turning your home into your ATM. People are using it to pay off high-interest debt, do renovations, tackle student loans, or cut monthly bills by hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The best part? Your current mortgage rate won't change. With Cake, you also get peace of mind. We're AAA rated by the Better Business Bureau and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked Cake Fast Cash loan is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 1-800-EAT-CAKE. That's 1-800-EAT-CAKE. Again, that's 1-800-EAT-CAKE. Or visit cakehome.com. To learn more now.
The Work Opportunity Tax Credit saves employers money and boosts the workforce. Explore an untapped talent pool to reduce your tax liability up to $9,600 at employertaxcredit.cdle.co. Brought to you by the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment, the Colorado Broadcasters Association, and this station.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer, exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney, Tuesday afternoons on The Drive, and Friday mornings on Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, all season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. Don't at me, bro. It's time to check your ex.
Why are you stalking me?
No, not that ex. Twitter, unfollow. Here's Dover and Cecil to help you swipe, scroll, and screenshot your way through today's top headlines.
Power of social media. I'm on Team Gets It.
All right, one of our favorite segments here as we check our ex, tell you what's on Twitter that you need to know about, at least what caught our attention. And we encourage you guys to follow along. He's at Cecil Lammy. I'm at Joshua Dover. I want you to follow me on TikTok. That's where it's all at for me. Joshua Dover Radio over there. But still like to participate on Twitter, where I see a stat from Real Stats Man, who does some great work covering the Nuggets, but also has some information to share about these Broncos. And he says that Denver extended a streak to 7 games in Philadelphia without allowing a first-quarter touchdown. The last team to get a touchdown against the Broncos in the first quarter, it was the Chargers back in December of 2024, December 19th, 2024. Since then, they've now gone 7 straight games without allowing a touchdown in the first quarter. So earlier in the season, Cease, we said, hey, what's the offense doing? Why can't they get things figured out to start the game? They've gotten a little bit better at that with the script that Sean Payton's talked about the last couple weeks. But the defense, well, they're doing their damn thing.
They are doing their thing, and they need to keep it up because you're going to get tested along the way. The hype train is back for the Denver Broncos. The hype train is there for that defense. So whereas people jumped away nationally after the Colts and the Chargers game about the Broncos, now they're completely back on. So it's a little bit annoying to have these bandwagon jumpers, but you're going to have to deal with it. And along with that national attention is going to come the best shot from the Texans, from the Cowboys, from anyone, the Jets and the Giants, from the teams that you think you should be able to beat. You're going to get their best shot.
Is that hype?
Hype, hype, hype. Oh, Sturtsy was going nuts. I think Sturtsy sent us like 3 or 4 videos.
Nice,
Since the Broncos game.
Hell yeah.
He's the hype legend of Denver sports.
All right, so can I share something before we get to your tweets? That
Sure.
I just have to get it off my chest. It's been driving me crazy for a couple of years. These fit check videos, I can't do it anymore. Can we get the people that are paid to talk about sports and analyze sports and give us opinions and share stats and numbers and trends so that we as fans can be better educated? Why do we spend multiple moments on NFL Network, on ESPN, on all these outlets, national outlets that cover basketball and football, doing fit checks? I tweeted it out, man. Fit check's got to be the most overrated and played out bit in watching sports. Does anybody outside of like a 12-year-old girl care about what somebody else is wearing? Can we get back to covering the sports and talk about numbers and tell me who's going to win a game and why you believe that? I don't need to know what Stephon Diggs showed up to in the to go to the game, to go to work that day.
Right.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's they think it's opening the door for other fans because they like fashion and then they're going to like the NFL. Oh God. Okay, for the love of God.
You know why we like the NFL? Because football's freaking awesome.
Right.
They could show up like Russell Westbrook, wear a kilt, wear a cone. I don't care. Don't show them on television.
Or like a traffic cone?
Play the game. Didn't he do that once?
I think so.
He's like, play the freaking game.
Right.
And then let's talk about the game. You say it. Let's talk about ball, baby. I don't care about what they wore to work that day.
Yeah, what are they wearing as they come into the stadium and they have headsets on? Like, okay, yeah. I guess it's just what it is.
It's lazy ass analysts.
Is that a sign of you're getting old?
Oh, crap. I'm pretty fired up about it, so I think
I don't know. Are young fans? Is anybody into the fit check? Kev, you can't talk because you're not young.
I'm not
but
young.
Like, is anybody like? We
No,
need to
you're
get
not.
Trent Finnegan, the king of Denver
Yeah,
sports.
he's a young fella.
Let's text Trent. Kev, let's do that. Hey, fit checks. You for it or against it? AP, where's Danilo at? He's a young cat.
Mm-hmm.
You for it or against it?
I just think it's one of the dumbest things of all time.
I don't.
And then they're doing, a couple years ago, they're fit checking Stephen A. Smith. So now we care about what some yeller's going to say. He's not even an analyst. He just talks loud. And we're going to watch his outfits.
Loud noises.
I can't stand it. Cannot freaking stand it. All right. What's on the timeline, Cease?
What's on the timeline from Next Gen Stats? Cortland Sutton caught 6 of 8 targets for 81 yards against Quinyon Mitchell with 3 receptions for 64 yards in the fourth quarter alone. Mitchell had previously never allowed more than 2 receptions or 49 receiving yards to a receiver in an entire game.
Oh, my God.
For his career, now as a young player, of course, second-year player, but never allowed more than 2 receptions or 49 yards to a receiver in an entire game. Court went 6 of 8 for 81 yards against him, 3 for 64 in just the fourth quarter. So I give you the Broncos' number 1 and a number 1 in the NFL, his name, Cortland Sutton.
Pretty damn good. I mean, he was dominating that Mitchell matchup there. Dominating that matchup. And I believe he can continue to do that. And by the way, Cortland continues to put these numbers up. We're north of 90, close with 1,400 yards.
Yeah.
How do you not double team him? How do you not send help that way? And then if Evan Ingram shows up, that's going to leave some influence opportunity open
because
for
you have
Evan.
the hubris from Vic Fangio of like, Quinyon's got him every day.
Yeah.
He didn't have him.
No,
Coach
he didn't.
Fangio.
He
Give me
did
that,
not.
Jameis. 2 more. This one's super quick. The Carolina-Miami game. It's not great, Bob. There was fans, one wearing a Waddle jersey, one wearing a Cam Newton jersey, that during the game they exchanged the paper bag. So they had the paper bag, the old Aints thing, right? And then, like, when one team had the ball, they would switch it. When the other team had the ball, somebody took a picture behind them and said, these people in the row ahead of us brought paper bags to switch off who wears it based on which team scored last. That's kind of a fun game.
Yes, it
If
is.
you're going to have Carolina-Miami, which, again, is not fun or entertaining or exciting at all whatsoever in the least amount, then you could at least take paper bag to paper bag to paper bag.
Yeah.
Although, did Rico Dowdle have 200 yards? Yeah, he did.
He was good, too.
Yeah, he was big for your fantasy team if you picked him up. That's for sure. So
See, you know what? I would much rather see a fun moment like that.
Yeah.
Than could you imagine if these two fans
let's
were
do a fit check.
beating the crap out of each other?
Oh, yeah.
And like,
God.
hey, you guys both stink.
Hey.
Your teams stink, and you're going to fist fight over that. Have fun. Lean into it.
It
Exchange
goes
paper bags.
beyond the Mark Sanchez. Everyone control your damn booze, okay? Can we have that, please? For the love of God, control your alcohol intake. Anyway, that's my soapbox. One more. Give me the Jameis.
Can I add one to that
Sure.
real quick? And if you can't control your alcohol intake, guess what you don't do? Intake alcohol. You skip that part.
Okay, I actually didn't know about this until my daughter brought it up because I had a race Sunday morning, and it was just a 5K, but I also hadn't done anything since I got into the race in Cincinnati.
You just been eating hot tamales.
I've been eating hot tamales, and that's it. Not running, barely even walking, okay? So to do a 5K yesterday, and I'm not fast, I do distance running, but like to do 3 miles, I was like, let me just see, and it felt really, really good. So then Avery says, hey, you're ever going to do the Taco Bell marathon? I was like, what's the Taco Bell marathon? Yeah. It's actually an ultra marathon where you have to stop. There's 10 Taco Bells along the route.
Oh, what?
You have to stop and eat at 9 of the 10, so you can skip one.
Yeah.
So it takes it's an ultra marathon. It's like 50K.
30, is that 30 miles or something like that?
I don't know. But it's a 50K, and it's going to take you about 11 hours to do. So, Kev, I think we all need to start training. I've never done an ultra marathon. We need to start training to do the Taco Bell ultra marathon. 10 stops. You got to stop at 9 of them to complete the race.
And you get to choose. You can eat.
You can
just choosing.
We could just have Baja Blast at 9 of them, or you could take the risk of
Oh, yeah.
Getting a chalupa. I can't imagine running after eating Taco Bell.
I mean, the 90s menu's back. I'm a big fan of the double-decker, but I'm not sure a double-decker and then a couple miles is the best idea.
He wore the brown pants. So, Kev, I know you are fast, right? You are fast in short distance.
Yeah, that's about it.
Would you want to do a 50K, about a 30-mile race, but the treat is you get to stop at 9 of the 10 Taco Bells?
No. I don't want to walk 11 miles.
Zero interest?
Walk 11 miles? It's a 30, I think.
It's 30 miles.
30. No.
Yeah.
I haven't walked 30 miles in my entire life.
And it's not walking, it's running. You have to run.
I can barely get up the stairs here.
I didn't know you were stopping at every Taco Bell. So I had a friend do it yesterday. Or was it yesterday or Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday.
I had a friend do
yeah.
it. And I didn't even know about it until I saw some of their postings. And I was like, damn, he's like, it was 11 hours long. My phone's dead. I don't have anything to listen to. I'm like, dude, why did you do this?
Yeah, ultra marathon, you're nuts. Regular marathon, you're nuts.
Yeah.
5K, it was fun.
I might be down to do a 5K. Maybe we start with a 5K for the group.
And you start with the people around you. And again, so I'm not fast, and I see this lady, and she's got a tutu on yesterday. I was like, I'm going to keep up with the tutu lady. And she had her daughter with her, and her daughter had a tutu, so they were there just to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's the fastest kid ever. I felt like I was in Superbad, right? I was like, the fastest kid. This lady and her kid kept passing me
away from you.
I know. And I was like, how am I going to let this lady and her daughter pass me? Kid had to be like, I don't know, 8.
Oh, damn.
9.
Yeah.
Something like that. And I'm like, I am getting lapped by a family in tutus.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have stopped eating hot tamales and actually trained for this one.
Probably. Someone texts us saying, you've been eating, it's our boy Big Perm. You've been eating hot tamales and researching Latina baddies.
They go hand in hand. I mean, you just get there, you're kind of, you're feeling it, and you're eating hot tamales, and you're looking at Latina baddies.
All right, Taco Bell Marathon next year. Here we
Let's
come.
go, Kev.
You
Let's
better
go.
Watch out. Kevin, you're in, right?
No. We have to run 30 miles straight? Like run?
Well, you get to stop at a Taco Bell.
I know, but then you got to run again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to run. I think running is dumb. What's the point of running? Unless there is a snake, I'm not running.
Yeah, that's Kevin's motto, actually. He's Kevin Kistner. Running is dumb. That's what you stand on.
That's the first line of the Grizzly Rose.
Nike, don't do it.
All right, we check our X at 11:45. Try to have some fun with it every single day, but we got to go back into the Denver Broncos. Got to go back into the giant victory that was. There were some fair questions about this Broncos team going into the game versus the defending champs, but they answered a few of them in a big way. What do we learn and what questions remain? That's coming up next.
After 3 bad quarters, the Broncos offense rallied late and took down the Eagles for a signature road win. Can Sean Payton keep a momentum rolling as the team prepares to head overseas? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Is an IRS tax problem keeping you up at night? Well, join Todd from Advanced Tax Solutions for a free online workshop at 5:30 on Wednesday, October 8th. Todd will cover the 7 solutions to fix an IRS problem and get you on your way to having clarity and a plan with a licensed professional guiding your way. In this free workshop, he'll cover things like when will the taxes expire? It's actually possible this could just go away. You'll learn the IRS program to permanently settle your debt for less than you owe and several other important answers that will help you take control of your IRS problem. Todd will teach you what you need to know to get out of debt with the IRS for good and build a future you can be proud of. Don't pass up this free workshop with a licensed professional with 30 years of IRS resolution experience. So reserve your spot now by calling 303-753-6040. Again, 303-753-6040, Advanced Tax Solutions.
Hey, Stoke here. At Colorado Joint Replacement, your hip or knee replacement surgery is their first priority. They completed over 27,000 joint replacements since 2005, and their expert surgeons are committed to helping you get back to the life you love. To schedule an appointment, visit coloradojoint.org.
Fall means football, And at Postman Law, we know winning matters. Our attorneys have won more than $3 billion for our clients, delivering the results they need when life gets tough. Car crash, workplace injury, serious accident. We know the insurance company's playbook, and we're here to help rewrite it for you with speed, ease, and results. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. Others promise. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
Hey guys, boy Steve here today about my long-term buddy Troy Hansford. And if you're thinking about selling your house for any reason, now might be the time to sell, still get top dollar. Believe it or not, my guy Troy is still offering his $5,000 guarantee. What is it, you ask? Well, if you can't sell your house at your price on your timeline that you agree upon beforehand, bam, going to cut you a check for $5,000. Who else makes the offer? Nobody I've ever heard of. And he makes that offer because he continues to spend a ton of money marketing his listings, has about 100 families approved and ready to buy right now. And if for any reason you need to sell right away, Troy can buy your house, all cash, and he can close in as little as 7 days. You have a house to sell, Troy probably has that perfect buyer for you right now, waiting for you to pick up the phone and to call him. Call Troy, get your home sold for the most money. That's 720-900-4433, 720-900-4433. Troy Hansford of RE/MAX Professionals, a Colorado licensed broker. Some restrictions do apply. Want to sell your house? Then call my buddy Troy, 720-900-4433.
Whatever you're looking for when you head out into the wild, keep an open mind. Sometimes the real treasure is the journey itself. Sure enough, there's treasure out there. Sometimes it's something you didn't expect to find. And more often than not, it's as simple as the memories you make. Make some memories of your own with a new vehicle from Corwin Toyota. Family driven for over 100 years.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I've made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Catch Telestrator Tuesday weekly on Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, where Stink or Stoke dive into the past weekend's games with a coach's eye, using insights into what went right and wrong on critical plays. Telestrator Tuesdays, powered by Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan presents.
Dobbins through traffic is in the end zone. Touchdown Broncos for the first time today. They go to Ingram, balanced and dives. Touchdown Denver. Evan Ingram going for the lead. Here's the rollout, the throw, it's there. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That was Franklin on the receiving end with 15 unanswered points. And they pull off the miracle. They got one shot at it. No pressure on the quarterback. He's got time to heave it. There's a whole pack of people there, and it's incomplete. And there's no flag. And the Broncos have their signature win.
They sure do, Mr. Nance. CBS on the call right there. You think Tony Romo's still complaining about that miss to Marvin Mims today?
Probably.
Good work, Kevin Kistner, throwing that bad boy together. Get to relive the moments that were. Giant win for these Denver Broncos. What do we learn about this team? How much of this stuff is sustainable that they can take with them moving forward? How much of that did they take with them across the pond there to London? That's what we're going to talk about here in 25 minutes of straight sports talk without any interruption right here in our noon segment. And we want to hear from you guys, the tribe out there. How you feeling? What'd you make of this game? What'd you learn about these Denver Broncos? Tell us two ways. On the RamosLaw.com text line, it's 303-713-1043. Don't forget to throw your name on your text, or over on the YouTube stream. Go to the Denver Sports YouTube, click the Dover and Cecil stream, and then boom, you're in. Watching the show, hanging out with the crew, the other tribe members there in the YouTube chat. And you can start to tell us whether or not you got your Mile High moment. How close were you to your Mile High moment?
Did any of ours hit?
I thought R.J. Harvey would have a big explosive passing play. Did not happen. It's coming, but it didn't happen.
You should have said J.K. 20 carries, because then you'd have been right. You'd have been right
I thought
on
that was less likely.
I did Bo Nix tush push for a touchdown. They did a Bo Nix tush push, which, full disclosure, I said it on the postgame show. They'd practiced that.
A bunch.
Yeah, now not during the week. I don't get to see practice during the week, and we see stretching during the week. But in training camp, if you were there, probably couldn't say anything about it. But yeah, they'd been practicing the tush push, so it was nice to see it in game action against Vic Fangio's defense.
Even more importantly, no tush pushes for touchdowns from the Philadelphia Eagles side.
Yeah, hey, keep them out of 3rd and short. Keep them out of 4th and short, and that keeps them out of the tush push.
I mean, you think about everything that was accomplished. First, they win in Philadelphia for the first time in, 39 years? 1986 was the last time they got a victory in Philadelphia. John Elway and Gary Kubiak each had 7 completions in that game. But they beat a good team. Everybody was waiting on that. That's what you Bo Nix deniers were saying. Beat a good team and then talk to me. All right, they did that.
We're talking today.
Y'all want to talk? Win a 1-score game. Oh, they did that. Y'all want to talk? Ingram impact. Now, look, I'm not trying to dunk on everybody with Evan Ingram having 1 touchdown, but the significance and the moment that was, I think, matters. So there was an Ingram impact. He's got to be better. But, man, that was a huge touchdown. I mean, the huevos on Sean Payton, man. Unbelievable. Showing the trust in this team, going for that 2-point conversion. That was there. The defense. We had some questions about the defense and what happened against Daniel Jones and what happened in that Chargers game despite just a field goal winning. Can they hold their own? Well, they were able to do that and slow down the Philadelphia Eagles. Kept Saquon Barkley in check, which was each of our second keys on Friday.
Right.
Bo Nix, big comeback win. Oh, Bo Nix isn't going to win you any game. Y'all want to talk about that one today? Because he certainly did that with his 4th quarter performance. You know what I learned about this team? They're starting to figure themselves out. Sean's starting to figure out who these playmakers are. I would also say this about Bo. Like I said, tomorrow we'll get into more things that didn't go right and need to be cleaned up, that they're working on starting today. But, man, the fact that when the game got chaotic, he remained cool, calm, and collected. It's a second-year player that going into this, and hell, even throughout the first half, a lot of folks had questions about what Bo was doing inside of that game. It was the first drive where he hits Cortland Sutton in the hands. That's on Sutton, but he had a couple of overthrows in this game. Couldn't hit Marvin Mims when he was rolling out there in the second half. But what he did in the 4th quarter, it reassures the thought that you and I continued to have, that Bo's the dude.
Right.
Sean and Bo together are the fit, and this team, this city, we are in very good hands with Sean Payton and Bo Nix.
Well, where others had questions, we had faith. And I'll put my chips on that every single time. Every time. Because we know that Bo is better than he was playing early on in this game. It's not that Bo Nix sucks. It's not that Bo Nix is painfully average. Vic Fangio, know a thing or two about football, do you think?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
When he says that Bo Nix is like another version of Baker Mayfield, now it's a little odd because Baker's a little guy, but like when Vic Fangio says that, this guy throws around compliments like they're manhole covers, okay? He still hates Drew Lock, right? He loves himself some Teddy Bridgewater, but like Vic Fangio, not a guy, if he didn't think Bo Nix could play, he'd be like, hey, it's a young quarterback, and they've been looking for a while, and maybe he could be their guy. No. Vic Fangio said, that guy reminds me of Baker Mayfield. You see what Mayfield did? Balling out. The memes now about the Darnold Mayfield game, which is a sweet throwbacks, the memes are going around of Brady Manning. That was like a Brady Manning, like back and forth.
It's Darnold Mayfield.
It's Darnold Mayfield.
Baker's a real deal. I'm not sure about Sam Darnold.
But when Vic Fangio says that Bo Nix is like a Baker Mayfield, that's an incredible compliment. An incredible compliment. So we all got to calm down. I think everyone just needs to put their damn phones away for the first half, at least. Get the first half in, see what kind of adjustments they make. It took till the 4th quarter to get going. And it doesn't mean that Bo's perfect and, he makes zero mistakes ever. No, Bo makes a ton of mistakes. The nice thing about that supercomputer, and my God, does he need help doing commercials, but that's another story. The nice thing about the supercomputer is he doesn't make the same mistake twice. He learns, he puts it in, it's like AI. He puts it in the system, and then he doesn't make that mistake again. So you're not seeing a mistake repeater. That's the number one thing in football and in life. Don't be a mistake repeater. We're all human. We're all going to make poor choices or poor errors, errors in judgment. Well, what are you going to do it again? You're going to do the same damn thing again? We got some buddies. Both you and I have buddies like trying to fight some stuff, mainly booze.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, okay, how's that work out? The Dr. Phil Barnard psychology. What, you doing the same thing?
Right.
You still drinking a bunch, getting fired from your job? You doing that? Oh, well, that's why it's happening.
Do you know my buddy? You're hitting a lot of boxes here.
We got the same buddy. But like, okay, in football, you keep throwing those picks? Are you going to keep doing that? You're going to keep making that mistake? Bo Nix is not a mistake repeater. So he's not going to be perfect. Sorry, Kev. Bo Nix is not going to be perfect, but he's going to learn from his imperfections, and then he's going to have the wisdom to take action upon that and change and be better every single week. And you'll love to see that. There's going to be some struggle moments with Bo. There were struggle moments within this game. And then there was improve, and then there was excel. And excelling in the fourth quarter against that Vic Fangio defense, that was awesome.
I think I hadn't even thought about that, putting our last year's, saying struggle, improve, excel. And he had every single one of those yesterday in Philly. He struggled in the first half.
Oh, yeah.
He improved in the third quarter. He flipping excelled in the fourth quarter. So that was a little bit more about that Bo. Now, we said this year would be more about the improve and excel, and now that we've gone through the 5 weeks here, trial time is over, right? Sample size, whatever stuff, we got plenty of that right now. Now Bo has to be that quarterback that we said isn't going to have a sophomore slump, because your extended preseason, right? That's over right now. You're in week 6 coming up. You're getting ready for a week 6 matchup in London, and they're already out there in London. So now we're really going to start to put what Bo's doing under a microscope and go, like you said, you can't have the same mistake twice. It shouldn't take you moving forward till the second half to get more comfortable with what you're being asked to do and throwing the football off of a planted back foot with your base in the right direction. And I think that's what we're going to see out of Bo moving forward.
As the show goes on this week, I've got some really interesting numbers about the Jets, and they're not great, Bob, for the Jets. So guess what this game against Philadelphia does? It raises the stakes. We have a certain level of expectation, and it's always been there, by the way. Enough with this vacillating back and forth. Like, this is an entire season. At the end of the season, if you have a strong opinion on Bo Nix, good for you, bud. Yeah. But for right now, this vacillation, I don't need to see people, and oh God, I could be very specific. I don't need to see people who know nothing about football tweeting about, well, this Bo Nix guy, I don't know about this guy. No, you don't know anything. It's time to put the phone down. Let this thing play out. Let him go out there, learn and grow. But now with this Eagles game against the Jets, and again, I've got some numbers that are going to blow your mind.
Okay, can't wait.
Against this Jets team, you better be pretty sharp. Not struggle for 3 quarters and then put it together in the fourth. You better have a pretty good game overall if you're Bo Nix, because expectations are raised and the pressure. We were within a week, maybe 2 weeks of the stupid Bengals, but we're within 2 weeks of remember this conversation? Did Sean Payton put too much pressure on Bo Nix with his Super Bowl blah, 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 blah? If he's putting too much pressure on, you're not that guy. Mm-hmm. He's not the guy. Well, guess what? They got the guy. Despite what everyone says when they're just repeating Todd McShay, instead of actually watching Bo Nix and having real opinions, we heard a lot of terrible opinions about that, and those people are still out there trying to talk and pump themselves up.
You know what I dig about you? I dig that about you, man. We are cut from the same cloth. We're similar in what we believe.
We're blue collar.
Blue collar guys, like the tribe out there. But there's so many people. I don't know when this happened. I think social media has a part to do it. We all think we're a star of a movie, but 98% of the movies suck. And might be my movie that sucks. Instead of, I love the fact that we both believe in, I might be wrong on some stuff. You know what? Not even might. I'm going to be wrong on some stuff.
Sure, yeah.
And then I need to come in here and I need to be responsible. I need to say, I was wrong on that. New information comes with
new opinion.
New information comes a new opinion. Well, why wouldn't, how stubborn and hard-headed are we as a society that people can't just go, man, I think I was wrong about Bo and Sean. I think they're going to figure this out. And by the way, these same people claim to be fans of the Denver Broncos, but they care more about their original opinion than they do their OG, I believe, fanhood to the team that runs this freaking city. And it's okay to say that you were wrong. Nobody's 100% right in life, in our stupid sports takes that people think are so serious. Like, it's okay to say, hey, I didn't think this kid could do it. He's proven me wrong in real time. Maybe you still have some questions. I still have some questions. I think you still have some questions that are going to be more than fair about Bo Nix. But these people that are willing to die on this hill, hey, see you later.
Yeah.
Good luck on the hill.
Go for it as this team is advancing in the postseason. And how can you not watch the fourth quarter of Bo Nix and go, that dude was balling? One pass hit the ground. One?
Which he was intentionally.
Right. So how can you not witness what he did and then go, okay, can you do that a little more consistently? Now, during the game, I don't check Twitter because, again, it's the realm of the lowest common denominator. But I did have someone reach out, and a good Chicano like me, and he was like, hey, I mean, why don't we got to talk about these questions with Bo Nix? And I was like, let's see the rest of the game. But, you and I do question Bo Nix. We are the Bo Show, but we're the Bo Show that's going to be like, he did this right, he did these 3 things wrong. He did these 2 things right, he did this 1 thing wrong. We're going to talk about it all. Oh, yeah.
Crushed him.
Absolutely crushed the guy. He's got to be better. The expectations are there. But when you see the whole product, how can you not go, damn, that was good? Now, be more consistent, Bo. Start off, don't have 3 quarters where you suck, and then put it together in the fourth quarter. But that fourth quarter was dazzling against a Vic Fangio defense making a comeback that they'd only done twice in 112 road games, being down by 14 plus entering the fourth quarter. They were 1 and 112.
Wow.
Now they're 2 and 112 thanks to Bo Nix.
By the way, looking at their schedule here moving forward, they only have
9 and 2 at the bye.
Until you get to that week 11 matchup against Kansas City right before your bye, the teams in front of you, no one has a winning record. The Cowboys are 500. That's it. Or, well, the Cowboys tied, right? Yeah, so it's 2-2-1. So they have a stupid tie to make them 500.
Yeah, thanks, NFL.
That's what's in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Is
9 and 2 at the bye.
A whole bunch of winnable games, and then Kansas City, and let's figure out who they are by the time we get there.
I do not genuflect to the Chiefs at all whatsoever. I'm not afraid of them at all. Maybe they can put some stuff together. Maybe Xavier Worthy's healthy. Maybe Travis Kelce's not washed. I did see over the weekend because Life of a Showgirl dropped, right? And iTunes, which hadn't tweeted since 2019, actually tweeted about it.
Yeah.
Does anyone, I mean, I use Apple Music, but iTunes has been dead since the iTunes store shut down.
I'm a Spotify guy. What is Life of a Showgirl?
It's Taylor's new album.
Oh, okay.
So then the internet, which is undefeated.
You said Showgirl, and I went to Jesse from Saved by the Bell. That's how it works. In my
Showgirls
head.
is a great movie. Yeah. It's awful, but it's so bad it becomes good.
I knew she released a new album, and I'm not that stupid. I just didn't know the name of the album.
You eat doggy chow too? I love Showgirls. I stick by my story. But somebody on Twitter was like, "Hey, it's nice to know that both Kelsey and Swift are washed at the same time." Because I guess the new reviews they're not great. She wrote a song about his hog. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I can actually kind of respect that.
I think it's disgusting.
Oh, really? Why? I listen to rap music. They write a lot of songs about body parts.
It's not about some guy's hog.
I mean, I don't know every song that Cardi B's wrote. I would imagine she's got something in the catalog that mentions.
Okay, can we just avoid that, right? Can we avoid that? It would be nice if my music didn't include that, but yeah. I'm not afraid of the Chiefs. I'm not intimidated by that matchup whatsoever. I don't care if it's Kansas City. I don't care if it's in Denver. Doesn't matter. The Broncos are a superior team. Now you must back that up.
See, here's my question. I think I'm going to know your answer. Maybe you'll surprise me. So does this one single win, we had questions about the Colts game. We had questions about Bo after the Colts and the Chargers game.
Yeah.
Does this one single win, this is a question for Cecil, a question for me, and a question to all of you out there in the tribe. Are they back to being this legit contender? Are they back to being, I don't know if darling's the right word, but like the NFL's flavor of the week? Which they spent the whole offseason being that.
Watch SportsCenter or any of the yelling shows today. What are they talking about? Are the Broncos back? And let's take the collective. We need to do this. The Tennessee, whatever, slappies.
Sure.
Bengals game, whatever, slappies. Let's take the 3 games that matter the most. if we're going to do gymnastics about Colorado, and I am doing those gymnastics, by the way, it's why I was stretching when you were doing your Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. I wasn't getting ready for Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. I was stretching. I'm sore from the race. But if we're going to do gymnastics about CU and be like, man, they should be 5-1 if they had actual leadership and a quarterback that was worth a damn and some good coaching. But other than that, they're right there. But like, if I can do those gymnastics and say, hey, the Buffaloes could be 5-1 right now, like they should be with the talent they have, you can't do the same and less gymnastics when it comes to the Colts game, last second field goal, the Chargers game, last second field goal, and then this Eagles game. You face 3 of the NFL's best. Now you're 1-2. It's not great, Bob. But in the way that you lost those 2, doesn't that give you hope? Doesn't that give you, I'll go back to the F word, not that F word, Kev, no dump button. Faith. Where's your faith at? Where's your faith in football and in life? Where's your faith at? Is your faith in Sean Payton and Bo Nix? It better be, because that guy's forgot more about football than all of us will ever know. Let him put this together. Let this thing play out. I don't need the people that don't know football tweeting during the game of like, Bo Nix is just a Stop. You're embarrassing yourself out there. All those people that are tweeting during the game, well, I mean, Bo Nix. You can have questions about Bo Nix. It's fair. We question Bo Nix every single day, except today. Thank you, Bo. Yeah. But we still are questioning those first 3 quarters. We're never going to shy away from that, okay? But this team, put your faith in Sean Payton and Bo Nix. Why? Because it could be glorious where you end up.
One of our texters says, you guys think Evan still wants Stidham?
He still owes me an apology.
Oh, that's right. He does.
Okay.
He does. Yeah. An on-air apology.
And
I want to double down on that.
We still need the tribe to be texting the other shows
keep hitting them
as
up.
The tribe. Hit them all up. Hit them. Just text in to the drive. Text in to Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth. Like, yeah, do it. Do it. Hold everybody accountable, and that includes holding us accountable as well.
I like this text from a Texas texter. It's literally, I asked, hey, are they contenders? Do you wipe away the Colts, the Chargers loss, and you go, hey, they're right back to how we all felt before the season started, when Sean was talking his talk and the Broncos were on these national shows being discussed as a team that's going to push the Chiefs for the AFC West. Didn't throw your name on it, but a really good text. It says it's literally a blank slate. It's like being on the back nine, as I call it. We've been competitive all season, losing to the Chargers by a hair. Now it's a whole new blank slate. You go, and I can definitely relate to this one. You suck the entire front nine, done that before, and then you go, you know what? That front nine didn't matter. Let's focus on the back nine now with a whole different golf swing and an approach to it. So they're not quite, literally on the back nine of the schedule, but the part of them figuring out who they are, Sean Payton figuring out how I use my players and get the most out of their skill set and agility. That's, I think, where the Denver Broncos are now. And now you can start to, we said it a couple weeks ago, take a little bit off the plate. We were talking about overloading, as you said. You get back to what Bo did well and run the freaking football. That's what Sean did. That's what the second half was about. You know what they did really well at the back end of last season? Bo throwing the ball to number 14. Do a lot of that.
Yeah.
And then you add J.K. Dobbins to the roster this year. Hey, Bo, you're really good at throwing the ball to number 14. Why don't we keep doing that? But in between, we'll turn around and hand the ball off to our best offensive player. That's J.K. Dobbins, and let us carry him to the promised land. So Sean did, I believe, keep it simple. Sean, now is the time where you go, hey, let's continue to do the successful things against bad teams like the Jets, the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Texans. But adding a couple of layers because Bo's starting to understand more. Bo's more comfortable in what I'm asking him to do. J.K. Dobbins is more comfortable in what I'm asking him to do.
Right.
Maybe Evan Ingram's on the field for 60% of the time, and he gets more comfortable. There's so many more things that now Sean can do for his team.
What did we learn from this victory? It's the most fascinating conversation because what we learned is big. I mean, big for this Broncos team. They can beat anybody. That's the main thing we learned. That's the main takeaway. But the other thing is, you can't overload Bo Nix. Not right now. He's not there yet. And we've seen that. And it's very obvious when he's changing the play at the line of scrimmage, it's failing. It's failing. I like the fact that Sean gives him the freedom to do that, but if he would do that less, this Broncos team, he would have the consistency. People are looking for consistency from Bo Nix. The fourth quarter, pulling the rabbit out of your hat, that's awesome. Right. We're going to talk about it. It was a great day in Broncos country. But the truth of the matter is this. You're overloading, and Sean was doing this, by the way. This is all on Sean. Sean was giving Bo Nix too much responsibility. Take some of that away. And you take it away by, you know what a great play is? Hey, here's that handoff to JK. Hey, here's that toss play to RJ. Yes, Kev, cover your ears. Here's that screen pass. Keep it simple for Bo. He was doing too much and failing earlier in the season. He failed against the Colts. He failed against the Chargers.
No doubt.
Right? So I think the formula is run the ball. And this is a young quarterback. This doesn't say anything about Bo. We need to stop with this proclamation of like, I know Bo Nix can't play because blah, 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 flipper. How about this? Let the kid grow. Give him time to grow. When you plant something, I don't know if you're a gardener. Maybe that's an old people thing.
Yeah.
So when you plant something.
I've planted a few plants.
And you water it, unlike Amanda who doesn't water any of her plants at all. Kills everything. Just died. I gave her a cactus and it died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's actually
cactus. How do you kill a cactus?
Yeah.
So when you water something, a tomato plant or whatever, and it doesn't have tomatoes right away, do you get mad? Do you go to Twitter and be like, my tomato plant, I watered it once and it sucks. This tomato plant, tomatoes suck. Do you say that or do you have patience? Do you wait for it to sprout? We're seeing sprouts with Bo Nix, but clearly Sean Payton was overloading him earlier in the year. And yes, this is very, very true and somewhat painful. He was trusting Bo too much. I don't want Bo calling his own plays yet. He'll get there eventually, but right now, keep it simple, Sean, and that includes for Bo.
Yeah, and you can add layers once you've got comfortable with what you know you're good at, and that's getting the ball to Cortland Sutton, finding a way to get Marvin Mims and Troy Franklin involved, leaning on J.K. Dobbins over and over and over again like Marshall.
Over and over and over and.
That's who the Denver Broncos are.
By the way, super quick, New Orleans is open for business. Trade deadline is when, Kev? November 3rd or something? The Saints are open for business. I'm picking up on that, so I just want to alert everyone, you know.
Do they have anything worth a damn?
Demario Davis?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
I
don't know at 36 years old if he got anything left in the tank, but I know he's better than Alex Singleton.
By the way, Spencer Rattler got the first win for a quarterback the Saints have drafted since like 88 or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, damn. There were some weird football games. At 12:45, we're going to go over a few. There's some weird football games around the NFL yesterday. Before we get to that conversation at 12:45, I want to go back to Sean. Like I said, he talked his talk this offseason. His players finally backed him up yesterday in Philly. So was Sean still talking his stuff after that big comeback win? Let's hear from the coach and judge for yourself coming up next.
TCU held serve at home and handed Coach Prime and the Buffs their second straight loss. With their season hanging in the balance, can Colorado find a way to get back on track and secure their first conference win? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
What's going on, everybody? Philip Lindsay here. And last year, I went a little rogue and dropped a discount code from our friends at Hermes Worldwide. And you guys used it so much, they almost got mad at me. Well, I'm feeling a little spicy again this season. So I'm bringing it back, baby. You can get 30% off your ride to the game with Hermes Worldwide for your entire season. All you have to do is mention the code PL30. Again, mention PL30 when you book your luxury transportation to Empower Field. And contact Hermes Worldwide at 303-577-7600 or visit ridehermes.com/DenverSports. Go Broncos!
You could save thousands of dollars on the products your business uses the most with the Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred Pricing. Registering is free and easy. Just have your tax ID or business or contractor's license ready. But don't wait. The current preferred pricing benefit will end on November 15th. Visit your local Pro Desk to register now and unlock the deepest savings on the products you choose.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat ready with Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Now through November 16th, new Comcast Business customers can get started with 150 megabit internet plus security for $59.99 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card on a qualifying gig package. Call today. Restrictions apply. Requires enrollment in paperless billing and auto-pay with bank account. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra.
Halloween's here. Costumes, candy, and maybe a few scares. But nothing's scarier than being ghosted by your insurance company after an accident. At Postman Law, we've delivered over $3 billion to our clients, and we make it simple. Speed, ease, results. With free case evaluations and no fee unless we win, you're never left in the dark. Call 844-POSTMAN or visit postmanlaw.com. Others promise. Postman delivers. This is attorney advertising.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by TradeGen Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors.
International Hot Rod Association and Terrana Hybrid, reigniting racing and skilled trades. Mentorship, education, legacy. Get your tickets now at ihra.com. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
Here we go. As if you weren't already fired up. I know. It's like we have Chuck Billy in our veins today, thanks to Bo Nix. He's the lead singer of Testament. Thank you, Kev, for playing my theme music because, well, my other theme music. I'm not doing conspiracy theories yet. We'll get to that at 12:45. But, yeah, it feels great in Broncos country because of what you're building towards. And the Sean Payton talk was finally backed up. It wasn't backed up against the Colts. It wasn't backed up against the Chargers, but against the world champion, undefeated at the time, Philadelphia Eagles, they backed it up yesterday.
Yes, they did. They made their coach look smart, made their coach look good with the way they were playing, and I want to hear from that head coach. A couple things that Sean Payton had to say. Well, we knew it. That was some of the questions going into this game, and they were fair questions, right? You had reasons to question whether or not this team could win one-score games. I told you on Friday, I didn't think they could. That's why I thought they'd have to win a game 27-17, and they didn't have to put up that many points. But Sean, after the game, says, hey, we are getting better at closing out these games.
Getting better. Yeah, getting better. Those are tough losses, and when you lose on the last play like that, it is what it is, and we just knew we had to get better at closing games out. I thought we played really well in the fourth quarter today and finished the game.
I think there's so much to that with confidence and just a simple belief. I think that in all walks of life, right? If you go to work and in your head you're like, man, I'm going to have a bad day. You know what's going to happen? You're going to have a bad day. If you're going to a business meeting and you're a salesman or a saleswoman and you go, I really have to close this client, but they're not that interested. I'm kind of nervous about it. Guess what? That's not going to go very well. Self-confidence, that belief, you call it magical thinking. Others call it manifesting. I think it's real, man. I think it's tangible. I think when things go wrong, Colts-Chargers game, there's this thing that's in the back of your head. And for the Broncos specifically, you're like, what can go wrong will go wrong. Now with this, it's, hey, we can control some of that. We now have the confidence that we know we can win these sort of games. There's no measurement I can have on that, but I think that confidence in football, for what we're talking about, but in life and whatever it is you do, you go in with the mindset like, yo, I can bleep and do this. No one can stop me from achieving my goals. That goes a very, very long way. Not that the Broncos are oozing it right now, but this is a great step in the right direction.
Well, and I don't know if you caught the halftime question to Sean Payton as he's leaving the field.
Good.
He slipped up and said something that he backtracked within the comment, so you know he slipped up.
Yeah. He's like, damn, I shouldn't have said that part.
We thought this would be a low-scoring. We had hoped it would be a low-scoring game. No, they went into it knowing, we can kind of rope-a-dope these guys. We can kind of, hang around. Now, 17-3 is not hanging around and asking for the only second time in 112-13 contests that you could make a comeback in the fourth quarter being down 14+. But it is that thinking of you have a plan, you have a thought. Everything at first was a thought. This table we're sitting at was first a thought. This microphone was first a thought. Sports radio was first a thought. Then it became reality. What you think and feel is how you behave. You think and feel you can win this thing, you can go out there and win it. Now you must execute. You must have action. But we talk about Bo Nix in that fourth quarter. You see his feet? You see him setting and firing?
Yep.
You see him resolute in what he was doing? You see him being certain, I'll use Deion's term, in what he was doing? You definitely saw that in the fourth quarter.
His worst throw was the miss to Marvin Mims.
Yeah.
And that was... That's the one thing, again, like I said, throughout the week.
And I still think Marvin could have got that, by the way.
But it's also all Bo has to do, and here he's going to learn that today. He's probably already watched it at this point with Sean. He rolls out, you create a new pocket, now be more aware inside this new pocket. So he didn't climb, he goes, to the right in this specific play. You've created a new pocket. It's as simple as a quick glance. Now, I know he's keeping his eyes downfield for the wide receiver. He could have planted, thrown off the back foot, and that thing's there on a dart. Marvin doesn't have to go down to get it. Those are the little things that we're talking about that he can get better at.
Right.
But that's the one throw in the second half that he missed because of his footwork.
Yeah, and I'm not comparing him to Josh Allen because he's not on that tier and may never be on that tier, by the way. But I remember Josh Allen throwing balls that were not catchable. That throw to Marvin was a little bit off. Now, Marvin could have got it, in my opinion. But
you talking about last night for Josh Allen?
Sometimes last night. Those jerseys were awful, by the way, for Buffalo. Just awful. But throw a catchable ball. How do you do that? Step up, climb, set your feet, fire that thing. Then it's easier for Marvin to catch. You want to make it as easy as possible, on target, on stride. The Philly disaster of just listening to A.J. Brown. Did you see A.J. Brown after the game throwing Jalen Hurts under the bus on that overthrow? A.J. stopped running on the route. I'll show you the film.
Oh, when he
stopped running on the route. And then,
Tony Romo said it. Oh, he thought that the play didn't develop long enough, so he gave up thinking that Jalen Hurts already had pressure over him.
Yeah, so you're going to complain about not getting the ball, and then you're going to give up on a play where you could have got the ball for a big score, a game-sealing score, perhaps? Okay. Philadelphia dummied up in trying to go away from what would work against the Broncos, because here's the key, and we can look at it and the rest of the schedule. You want to be 9-2 by the bye.
So they don't lose again.
Well, let's look at the running backs, because your running backs you're facing, if you truly run the ball against the Broncos, it would work, especially if you have a superstar like Saquon Barkley. So the Eagles dummied up by listening to their receiver and saying, you know what, we're going to give them the ball this week. Terrible plan.
Literally, both of our second keys on Friday were to keep Saquon Barkley in check. They didn't even have to do that. The Eagles did that themselves.
Breece Hall is probably the most dangerous runner you're facing, just glancing over the schedule the rest of the way.
And
all due respect to Cam Scatterbo.
Hot garbage that is the New York
Again,
Jets.
I've got numbers on the Jets there. It's not great, Bob. But, okay, so Breece Hall's the toughest running back you're going to face in this stretch?
Wait a minute. You're not afraid of Javonte Williams?
Javante's not. I think he had 8 yards of carry the other day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
So and I'm happy for Javonte, but no, that's
the Texans will have Joe Mixon back at that point.
Probably not. There's doubts that Joe Mixon will even play this year.
Really?
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. So if you look at this schedule now, if you get to the playoffs and a team wants to run on you, we're week 5 now.
We'll cross that bridge
week
when
6.
we get to it, yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Maybe actually Dre Greenlaw could play. But here's the thing. The Broncos just beat the world champs undefeated in their house, and they're not healthy. They're not at full strength. They don't have everything figured out offensively, and they're not playing perfect football. Man, if you can time this, life is about timing. Life is about learning and timing. If you can time this up where you're playing perfect football in December and into January and into February,
Yeah,
Kev might be in Santa Clara again.
Chargers can't. Kev, I like Santa Clara. I enjoy fun trips.
I mean,
with
for the
Kevin.
love of God, if we don't go to Santa Clara and the Broncos are in the Super Bowl, I will personally riot.
I will take there's my vacation. I'm with Kevin, and we're just going to be fans, and I'm going to get loose. We're going to be having a bunch of fun.
Loose?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we could have some decent fun out in Santa Clara.
I would love to do a post-game show from the Super Bowl. I don't know if you saw yesterday, I tweeted about it. Somebody's like, are you on coke? Because I was so fired up in the post-game. I'm like, you don't get it. You don't get
Have
it.
you never watched the post-game show
Have you
before?
never seen the post-game show? I lose my mind for about half an hour, either good or bad, and then I take your questions.
I liked when you spiked the shirt. That was my favorite part.
I didn't like breaking my headset.
They're like jingling it in front of everybody and just slammed it as hard as you
Cans
could.
are expensive, man.
On the ground. They are pretty expensive. All right, we'll get back to Broncos. Promise you that in our 1 o'clock hour, a.k.a. the fourth quarter. We got some Buffs conversation coming your way at 1. We got to look around the NFL real quick. A handful of games that we were keeping our eyes on. Of course, a look around the AFC West and a college football weekend that didn't have the greatest slate of games, but boy, were there some stories to talk about afterwards. Some top-tier teams peeing down their leg. We'll talk about it next.
The Broncos took down the defending Super Bowl champs in the city of brotherly love. After a bumpy start to the season, as Denver finally found its true team identity. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This March, Wendy's is fueling the madness with amazing deals on their hamburgers made with fresh, never frozen beef.
Like a juicy Dave's single for $1 and a fresh $2 Dave's double with in-app offer.
It's such a good deal, we wrote a little ditty about it.
Get it for $1. Dave single, order the app. Dave single, get it for $1. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's official hamburger March Madness.
Limited time offer. Participating U.S. Wendy's. See offer details and redeem the Wendy's app. Account registration required. Fresh beef available only. Contiguous U.S. and Alaska.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
They say there's no such thing as a free lunch, but not true, I say. Hey everybody, Dan Jacobs with Jacobs Law and 303 Law 4040, and I'm here to tell you about the best, absolute best free meal in all of Denver. Times are tight right now. You go to the grocery store, things are insane. So we all could use a little bit of help. No questions asked. Anybody that needs it can come by every first and third Thursday. Here's how it works. You pull up, you pop your trunk, they put free groceries for the week in your trunk, and they say, how many hot meals do you need? We pass those to you right through your window, and this is good stuff. This is not soup kitchen stuff. I smoke these meats personally. Delicious pulled pork. I got my special secret Chipotle chicken recipe. It is fantastic. Please help us spread the word. Anybody that needs it, Smoky Hill and Arapahoe Road every first and third Thursday, 4 to 6 p.m. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me personally. It's Dan Jacobs at 303 Law 4040.
This is Jeff for Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we help Greg.
Hi, my name is Greg. I've been a patient of Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic for over 10 years. I noticed that I was really tired. I was lethargic. I didn't sleep really well, and I was overweight. My waist was 4 inches over what it should have been. It was really difficult for me to lose the body shape I didn't like. And of course, my marriage, yes. No man in their 40s wants to have low libido in their marriage. I'm really thankful for this therapy because it just makes me feel the man I want to be. Active, at home, everywhere. If you're feeling like I was, call the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic today. and get checked. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Thanks, Greg. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com.
Hey, it's winning season in Colorado, and now your home can score big too. Gravina's Window Center of Littleton is giving 25% off Infinity by Marvin windows. That's a bigger win than competition's small plays. With zero down, no interest financing, and windows built to last decades, not seasons, you'll be set for the long game. Call 303-794-0490 or visit windowsforyourhome.com. Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, your home team for windows that last.
If you're considering sedation dentistry and want to learn more about it, Clarkson Dental can help. When it comes to your health, you want to make sure you know all the details. The highly trained professionals at Clarkson Dental have your answers. Learn more at coloradosedation.com.
Football is back, and it's time for you to get in the game. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan is here to help, and we're giving away a PlayStation 5 bundle. Download the Denver Sports app and tap the contest banner on the homepage for your chance to win a PS5 console, a 70-inch flat-screen TV, plus copies of Madden 26 and College Football 26. Don't wait. Download the Denver Sports app now. 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
All right, we got to look around the wide world of foosball. A couple games at the NFL level that we had our eyes on, and a few in the college world on Saturday that made us put our eyes on it with some of the crazy things that went down. First, start with the AFC West. We said it earlier, but the Colts actually dominating the Las Vegas Raiders. The Colts kicked the crap out of the Raiders so bad that Anthony Richardson played football on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the rich man, poor man, like outdoor shower. You're either really rich or really poor. Anthony Richardson played. It's either disaster, Daniel Jones got hurt, or you mopped up the Raiders. I love to see it. I love Ashton Genty. Brock Bowers is amazingly talented. I just can't stand the Raiders. So they're both Raiders, which means I don't like them.
You know what's weird? I'm with you. Hate the Raiders. Raiders fans are the worst. They're annoying, unbearable, all that stuff. I love Max Crosby. And it's not like a love. I should say I respect the hell out of Max Crosby. That dude's a dang star. He does it the right way. He's gone through and battled through a bunch of different things to get him to the point that he is. And I hate how much he loves being a Raider. He's got the logo tatted on him. He's already got the big deal, so he's not going anywhere. That dude's a stud, and he's going to just rot away in Las Vegas and never even sniff actual real postseason football. But hey, you shouldn't have aligned yourself with one of the crap organizations in the NFL.
Yeah, don't align yourself with darkness.
Yeah, darkness. That's right. The Commanders got over on the Chargers. Our very own Kevin Kistner even admitted that he was rooting for the Commanders yesterday.
Wow.
That's big of you,
That's
Kevin.
a good step, Kev. That's a good step forward.
It hurt because but in the long picture, we have to cheer for the Commanders to beat the Chargers to help the Broncos in the division.
You want a Commanders-Broncos Super Bowl. That's what you want. You really want to tell the tale of the tape?
I want a good Super Bowl. I don't want to win 55-10.
I'll sign up for 55-10 every
now
single
now
day.
they're going to drug test you, Kev. And I love Bill. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it done.
Now, I'm pretty sure I'm safe.
Did you start him?
No.
God!
He was sitting on my bench yesterday.
Why did I have you draft Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt so that you wouldn't start him every single week?
Who did you start over him?
David Montgomery and someone else. I can't remember.
No.
And Montgomery at least threw a touchdown pass. But, I like I said, I think I'm okay. If not, tomorrow somebody slap me on my wrist because, probably a dumb move. And then again, we'll see the Chiefs tonight to round up the AFC West, plus a little Travis Hunter action. First time we'll all get to kind of sit down and put all of our eyes on Travis Hunter, the Heisman winner from Colorado. Houston put it on the Ravens. Turns out Cooper Rush sucks. Who would have thought that, huh?
Hey!
But yeah, the Ravens losing certainly helps the Broncos with playoff situations. We mentioned because the uniforms were so damn cool, but that Tampa Bay-Seattle game was pretty fun as well, and just what Baker has these Bucks doing. We pumped up Bo's numbers in the fourth quarter. When Baker's down, the dude's literally perfect throwing the football.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, give the team that you're playing a 7-point lead so you get the best out of Baker every week.
And Emeka Egbuka making big plays.
Yeah,
that was fun to see.
Dude.
And
so
without Bucky Irving, you saw Rashad White come through and make big plays there as well. So Tampa's fun to watch. Football's supposed to be fun. I don't want to watch Carolina and Miami, although, again, Rico Dowdle, big game there with 200 yards on the ground. I want to see fun football, and that's Buccaneers football.
Yeah. I don't want to see Carolina anything. I'm not watching any of their football.
Not even on House Hunters when they're doing like beachfront properties?
Yeah, see, when they do the 5 homes and they're all kind of gutted the same and it's a contest to who can build the best beach house.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, right on.
We're so old. We're so old, dude. All right, how about the college side of things? Penn State loses to UCLA. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh, rough weekend for Philly, huh?
Yeah.
Penn State goes down. The Broncos beat the Eagles. The Phillies lose in the divisional series there. Tough break there. But Penn State losing to UCLA. And then Florida beating Texas and Arch Manning not good again. So what? The top 2 teams to start the season now out of the top 25 with really, really bad losses this weekend.
Yeah, did I see the Arch Manning like vision commercials or advertisements? Like
I don't know.
Wearing glasses? Like, nice to see you, Arch.
Oh, wow.
The internet's undefeated, so I don't know, like if you've seen the AI of Arch Manning like actually being good, like there's AI videos of like Michael Jackson stealing chicken fingers at KFC and then singing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's the AI of what was Stephen Hawking doing the half pipe.
Yeah, that was actually pretty
I saw
badass.
AI
Yeah.
of Bob Ross doing a half pipe. So, yeah,
Nice.
there's actually AI videos. Someone took the time of like, hey, let's make Arch Manning good.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That'd be nice to
the
see.
internet's undefeated.
I should make a bunch of AI videos of me skateboarding and make me better and then share that on my social media platforms. I have a big day tomorrow. I'm skateboarding tomorrow for the first time in like 4 months. So Wednesday, fast forward to me limping around this building going like, why did I skateboard yesterday?
Coming in with a sling on your arm.
Don't say that.
That's just messed up.
Yeah, that's
Cecil.
mean, right?
Jeez.
That's mean. Then Iowa State got beat by Cincy. This again goes to my claim of like, do we really think the Big 12's a good football conference or are they just all right?
They're all cannibalizing each other, right?
And maybe that's it. They are good, and they just beat the hell out of one another week in and week out.
Yeah, and if you're like CU, well, you're just a quarterback away. Hey.
Yeah, that's it. You're the toughest position to find in sports. You get that figured out,
Then you're
gonna
good to
be
go.
sitting pretty. Yeah.
Right. Can you hit the transfer portal for that? Well, you got one in Juju if you would actually play him.
And
in a year-to-year league, in a year-to-year sport, why are we worried about the red shirt? We're getting a lot of that on YouTube when we talked about CU earlier, and we're going to get back to it, but, like, come on, man.
See, I didn't think about how he could just leave if he wants. I thought about the red shirt meant to me, now you get that extra year. When Julian's starting
He really
to
gonna
figure
stay?
it out.
He's really going to stay?
There's so many factors into that. They have to be good. Pat Shermer has to get fired. Robert Livingston might have to go at this point, and Dion has to remain healthy. And that latter part might be the biggest question of all of them. So, yeah, you might be right. Might just be time to get it done so that you don't risk losing a guy like Julian Lewis. All right, and last game I want to talk about, we might as well talk about the Ram in the room, right? It's not the elephant, it's the Ram right now. That's Jay Norvell. Dude, they're bad. They stink, honestly. They're boring to watch. They can't do anything on the offensive end, and Jay Norvell is going to get fired. So, Cecil, is it you do it right now and just start the process, or do you wait until the end of the season that they're not going to a bowl game, and then you hire a guy? Then it would be a time crunch. Hire a guy as fast as you can, because by the time you fire Jay Norvell, you're going to be looking at like 3 weeks until the transfer portal opens.
Right.
There's only one of them now moving forward. Now, not that CSU dominates in the transfer portal, but you want to be a player in it.
Right.
What Sandy always used to say, if you have to do something inevitably, why not do it right now? Fire Jay Norvell today. What are we waiting for?
Just to pay him out, basically, like at least get something out of him of what you've already paid. And as far as the transfer portal goes, is it a good idea if you're maybe 3 weeks out, you get your new head coach, and then other teams that you may be competing against don't really know much yet or can't really dig up what they need to about your new head coach? But yeah, they're boring and bad, and that's the worst combination in all of sports.
They can do nothing on the offensive side of the ball. Absolutely nothing. And that's what we like the tight end, Jackson. We like Rocky Beers just because of the cool name, but it's hard to watch, honestly. It was like Friday night, I turned it on. I'm like, they don't get my Friday night. I'm not wasting a beautiful Friday night on this garbage-ass football, and I turned it off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing you turned it on to begin with.
Yeah, well, I was just kind of chilling, figured it out. Nephew went to sleep for the first time in 3 days, it felt like.
They didn't have anything good on HGTV, so you're like, CSU.
I think I had seen that episode of Scary House Hunters. So I went that way. By the way, I did text this, but to Drew, to Cecil, to guys like Zach By and Stoke, and Stink has kids, but they're grown. So I had the nephew for the weekend. Unbelievable. Like, it wasn't difficult to be around the nephew. We went to the arcade. We did a bunch of fun stuff.
Nice.
It's like, I mean, dude, we get done with one thing, and he's like, you want to go out in the backyard and play football? And I'm like, I actually would like a rest for a second, man.
Can I chill for just a little bit?
So shout out. I used to get mad at my sister for not returning texts in a timely manner. And then I'm like, I get done Saturday with all my work stuff and then hanging out with the nephew, and I'm like, I have 74 texts that I haven't responded to. And it's because I just don't have the time to do it. So newfound respect, Drew Spivak, Cecil Lammy, everybody out there that's doing it full time with a kid. How do you even respond to people in your text messages is beyond me. Kudos to you parents out there crushing it.
I don't think you do, Drew. Just don't. You don't respond.
My kid's usually got my phone, so he usually does it for me. So, he just steals and starts playing with it.
If we ever get a Spider-Man meme, that's actually not Drew texting us.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the 16-month-old. He's the one right. Taking pictures of himself accidentally.
Not hard and a bunch of fun moments and stuff like that, but just like the nonstop. But I'm like, he finally goes to bed at 9:30, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. This is insane what we're doing here.
It's exhausting.
Yeah.
But see, you say not hard because you got to give him back.
True.
You didn't have to do it day after day after day after day after day.
How old is Emerson?
4.
He's 4? Okay.
He'll be 5 in a few
when
weeks.
they're 3 and 4, that's where they're going through what I call mini pause, where they're very active. They're eager to please. You just want to lean in and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. You've got the job, okay?
You know what else happened, which was perfect timing. So I had to take him to my mom's, grandma. She came to the Mines game Saturday when I was working. He's working on potty training. He's not great at, this is going to get real. He's not great at wiping by himself. And I'm a little hesitant to do that part for him. And he went to the bathroom while my mom had him. And when my sister got back from her trip to Mexico, I'm like, hey, try to go to the bathroom real quick. We've got a long ride home. He yells up, Uncle Josh, come up. I went poop. And I'm like, your mom's home, brother. It's her job now. So like you said, Drew, I get to do the fun stuff, buy him a Lego set, take him to the arcade, and then his mom has to wipe his butt for him.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I hit a home run this weekend, so had some fun with it. Again, kudos to you dang parents, man, grinding through it and getting it done day in and day out. All right, let's go to hour number 4, back to the Buffaloes. They lost again over the weekend. They're winless in the Big 12. Who gets more of the blame? OC Pat Shurmur, DC Robert Livingston. Let's answer that next.
After 3 bad quarters, the Broncos offense rallied late and took down the Eagles for a signature road win. Can Sean Payton keep the momentum rolling as the team prepares to head overseas? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Samantha Flanagan here for Flanagan Law. If you find yourself in a car accident, do not tell the insurance company you are fine. They will hold that against you even if you end up with medical bills 3 months later. Protect your rights. Look for the Shamrock. Go with Flanagan Law.
Mike Evans here for Copperhead Plumbing. Your home doesn't have to flood before you know there's a problem. With the Mow and Flow Smart Water Shutoff System, you can monitor your home's water usage in real time right from your phone. You'll get notified the moment a leak starts. Trust Copperhead Plumbing for professional installation. Ask about installing a Mow and Flow system today.
Copperhead Plumbing, built to last. Call us once, you'll forget the past.
Copperhead Plumbing. They plumb different. They plumb custom.
Are joint pain or injuries keeping you from living your best life? I'm Dr. Joel Cherdak with Denver Regenerative Medicine. We don't believe in one size fits all. Instead, we create personalized stem cell treatment plans using your own stem cells or donor cells to help regenerate joints, repair torn muscles and ligaments, and restore mobility. For a limited time, get 10% off through October. Don't wait. Book your free consultation now at denverregen.com. That's denverregen.com.
Hey guys, Mark Schlereth here from my friends at Xfinity, and the other day I'm over at a friend's place. He's pumped to watch football, but his setup, total mess. lagging, buffering, switching between apps, trying to find a game. He claimed to be a big fan, but I feel like I was being fan-fished. See, if you call yourself a football fan, you gotta have Xfinity. It's the ultimate sports destination. I can find the best games and my favorite teams all in one place. And the way I watch, well, it's next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I've got all the action right in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K, so clear it feels like I'm in the stadium. Sometimes I've got 4 games going on at once. Why? Because why not? On top of that, I get real-time notifications, live stats right on my TV. It's the best seat in the house every single time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Multi-view requires Xfinity 4K cable TV box.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whether you're into local craft brews, adventurous cocktails, or ice-cold 29-degree drafts, they've got your drink. Pair it with scratch-made favorites from their special menu. And you've got the perfect way to wind down or turn up. Whatever your vibe, Twin Peaks is your go-to for the best happy hour in the league. See you tonight at Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. I think I'm some kind of football prophet.
Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter-Har Motors. Denver Sports 104.3. The
We're having a lot of fun on an Overreaction Monday, a Victory Monday, as the Broncos get it done in Philadelphia. We'll go back to the Broncos at 1:30, and you'll hear from Bo Nix, share some of his fourth quarter numbers that you are going to love. Can't wait to get to that at 1:30. In the meantime, you guys want to send us your texts, you can do it on the RamosLaw.com text line. The phone number over there is 303-713-1043. Put your name on your text so you get a shout-out on the show. And then over on YouTube, Cecil monitors closely over on youtube.com/DenverSports. Click the Dover and Cecil stream, and boom, we're right there for you guys. Make some friends, talk your talk, all there at the YouTube chat. Also, want to know, we haven't got a bunch of these. I see some of your guys' mile-high moments popping up from your old text, but tell us how close you were to your mile-high moment coming true from Friday. I thought R.J. Harvey would have a big explosive pass play. I still think it's coming.
Right.
He just didn't get it on Sunday.
Wait, what was Kev's one? Because you stole the R.J. one from him.
Oh, I did steal the game blocked.
Oh, yeah. Blocked field goal.
I predicted Broncos would 18-17, and they would lose the Hail Mary.
I think Kevin's mile-high moment was, he's like, Sean's going to go for 2, and it's going to be a crazy moment. I think I remember you saying something.
I predicted a rollout to Franklin.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
It was a blocked field goal from the Broncos.
That's all right. Hey, we're taking a shot. We're going to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
So our mile-high moments didn't quite hit.
It's
we'll
fun
continue
because
to have some fun
as you're watching the game, it's not like you're waiting for your over to hit or whatever. You're just waiting for that moment. Like, we got so many glorious moments in this contest, both good and bad.
Yeah.
I mean, the Devontae Smith play to Riley Moss, we'll get in it later on the week, but like, oh my God, 3rd and 17, and you're playing press against a really fast wide receiver.
Probably not the best play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and third and
17. I'm standing 10 yards away.
Yeah.
I'm be like, you can catch anything in front of me. You're never getting over the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3rd and 17.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
One would think that it's pretty easy, at least. Again, we'll get back to that, and throughout the week, starting tomorrow, we'll talk about the things that went wrong, but today's about celebrating. If you're spending today talking about what's wrong with the Broncos, well, you're a giant party pooper. Let's go to the Buffs here. I asked you this question, Cecil. Pat Shurmur, Robert Livingston. Neither have been good this season. The Buffs' wins come against inferior opponents. Yeah, you know what? That's interesting. Where's Marilette's article about the Buffaloes beating up bad teams and not winning against good teams? I'm going to text James later. Who do you, if you can only point your finger at one person, and I know there's plenty of blame to go around for what's happening up there in Boulder, but Robert Livingston or Pat Shurmur, who's hurting this team more?
Yeah, I mean, it's Pat Shurmur, right? Your quarterback throwing interceptions and being loose with the football. I mean, Pat's calling the plays. It's up to Caden Salter to execute that. But when we look at what you are supposed to do, when you hold TCU underneath their season totals, I mean, isn't that defensively what you're being asked to do? You go into a college football game, you know, this is what they want to do. With TCU, it was pass the ball. When the Buffalo's defense is preventing them from getting to their season average, I can't say it's Livingston that is more at fault. Now, both need to be fired. There needs to be a complete turnover of this staff. And it makes you wonder, the health concerns with Deion that we will talk about. How much has he been around? Who's running the show? If Deion's got these serious health problems, which he does, like who is in charge, right? Who's the next one in charge?
That's a nightmare scenario of interim coach Pat Shurmur.
Think about that. Anybody's job. Like when your boss takes some time off, who's the second in command? And what are they doing? What's their direction? Well, if that's Pat Shurmur that's kind of doing his own thing,
Yikes.
It's wrong. And it's wrong-headed to think that this is more on Livingston's side than it is on Shurmur's side.
I will say, and you said it, there's plenty of blame for both of those guys. And Pat Shurmur, it's easy to pick on Pat Shurmur. We've been doing it since he had his hand in what the Broncos weren't able to accomplish when he was calling plays over there. But I don't think there's a wrong answer here. Robert Livingston is just lost, man. They kept cutting to him on Saturday night. And, he got that cool little Buffs patch shirt going on. But even in the moment, I'm like, he doesn't look confident. And I can't hear what he's saying. But again, just my eyes doesn't look confident. We don't see a lot of Pat. He's up there in the booth. I think if I had to pick one, which I'm asking you to do, so I'll do it myself, I'm with you that it's Pat Shurmur. But, man, Robert Livingston, it's 51-49. That's what this split is. It's 51% Pat, and it's 49% Robert Livingston. They can't stop a nosebleed, man. They can't do anything. And that's why I go back to the Big 12 not being, as good as I believe it is, because Robert Livingston's secondary is absolutely terrible. And Josh Hoover, people talked about before this game, him being a part of the Heisman conversation. Josh Hoover should have thrown for 450 yards on Robert Livingston. He only had 275 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
Yeah.
But it should
only
have
4
been
touchdowns,
better
no picks.
than that, because that's how bad Robert Livingston's defense is. They can't stop a running quarterback. Hoover doesn't even do that and still had a rushing touchdown in this game.
Well, here's my argument against myself. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Who's the leading tackler for CU right now?
Oh, I don't know.
It's DJ McKinney.
The cornerback?
When your corner is your leading tackler, it lets you know there are problemas amongst that team. Your cornerback. It's like when a safety's leading you in tackles, but it's a corner, it's worse. The last person that should be the leading tackler on your team is your corner. That is a bad sign for defensively the plan that you have and where teams are getting the ball to.
Mm-hmm.
McKinney's everywhere because he kind of has to be.
Yeah. It's bad up there in Boulder. Bad up there in Boulder right now for sure. So yeah, I think I'd be with you that I'm blaming Pat Shurmur, but like I said, I think that's about as close as you can get at a 51-49 split between the offensive and the defensive coordinator. Do they get fired in season? Now I can't stop thinking about if Deion's health is a concern, who takes over?
Byron Leftwich.
I mean, what's all he doing up there? You don't even see the guy. We don't hear anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, who would take over?
Wouldn't it be Pat? They're going to let Robert Livingston do it? He hadn't even called plays before Deion gave him that chance.
Then it's going to be Pat Shurmur?
I think by default would be the only name that's done it before.
I'd rather have Byron Leftwich than anything Pat Shurmur getting more responsibility.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not good. That's just terrifying.
The only responsibility I need from Pat Shurmur is him going to his mailbox to pick up his check after CU fires him. That's it. That's all you need to do, Pat.
How do you have 5 solid running backs, 3 of them which are at your disposal on Saturday night, and you still can't figure it out to run the football and offensively have some success?
Why are we in week 6 and finally O'Marion Miller gets fed in the way that he needs to? Why did we have to go to week 5 before Draylon Miller actually gets the ball from the backfield like he should have? Mm-hmm. These guys watch practice, right?
You hope.
You'd hope. So,
Nobody else gets to watch it, so I hope they're watching it.
Disastrous season for CU with talent to be much better, but no quarterback and bad coaching equals this.
Yeah. By the way, we're going to hear from Dion, but we said that everything just hits better. What our guy Big Perm say that Broncos win was the Pineapple Express of wins. Just everything hits a little bit better today.
Yeah.
So when we go to our restroom here at the studio, we have a little, I don't know, what do you call it, like a panel where you can change the station. You can listen to us on the Fan. You can listen to our lovely sister station where Kevin works, KYGO.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can listen to where Ginny and Kathy and Tammy and everybody is over there on Cozy. And you get to pick it, right? Whatever one you want to hit. It was already on 4, which is Cozy. Selena was playing a little Dreaming of You Tonight.
Yeah?
And I was like, I haven't heard this song in forever.
Wow.
So I'm sitting there taking a leak. I'm like, late at night when all the world is sleeping. I'm like, dude, it's so much better on a Victory Monday. I'm going to listen to Selena on the way home.
But then you thought about CU and your flow was interrupted.
I need those depends like Dion, right?
They need something.
Well, let's hear from Dion because as bad as the team is right now, things might get worse if Deion Sanders can't be around. We just said it. That interim tag is a scary thing to think about, but how real is an interim opportunity for one of these coaches? We got to hear from Dion himself on the latest with his health, and we'll do that next.
TCU held serve at home and handed Coach Prime and the Buffs their second straight loss. With their season hanging in the balance, can Colorado find a way to get back on track and secure their first conference win? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Hey guys, it's Zach By here for 5280 Exteriors. Right now, they've got a great deal on windows, so take advantage before the snow starts falling. Order your windows in October, finance your project with them, and you won't pay anything until November of 2027. Be warm during the holidays. Don't wait to upgrade your home. Order windows or siding from 5280 Exteriors before the cold weather arrives. Call 5280 Exteriors now and see how low your monthly payment can go. 5280 Exteriors, the altitude of quality.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
Her face lights up
whenever you're around.
That's why the diamond you give her can't be like any other.
At Williams Jewelers, exceptional brilliance is in our DNA. I'm Bruce Williams.
And I'm Steve Williams. We grew up in the diamond business.
And as direct diamond importers, we personally hand select every diamond.
Going through hundreds at a time, looking for what really matters. Life.
Like people, no two diamonds are the same.
Some just sit there. And then there are those rare gems that explode with fire and brilliance.
A diamond that shines like no other.
And surprisingly, it's rarely about price. No one sells a more beautiful diamond for less. That's the Williams Diamond Guarantee.
So if you found the woman who loves like no other,
give her the diamond that shines like no other from Williams Jewelers,
where Colorado shines.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
The official jeweler of the Colorado Avalanche. Williams Jewelers, where Colorado shines.
Dan Jacobs with Jacobs Law on 303 Law 4040. Just got a great result for a client. Sam had another attorney who couldn't get her more than $20,000, so we took over the case and just settled it for $85,000. Another client, Travis, is like a lot of people. He likes doing business with a handshake in his word, not looking to sue anyone, but when the insurance company was playing hardball and refusing to even pay his medical bills, he called 303 Law 4040 and said, Dan, I hate to bug you, but they just aren't being fair. We took over the case, told the insurance company we would see them at trial, and they immediately more than quadrupled their offer, which was just fine in Travis's book. The insurance companies don't play fair. They aren't going to do the right thing out of the goodness of their hearts, so you don't ever have to feel guilty when calling 303 Law 4040. If you've been injured, we'll make them pay what's fair. And as always, you always talk directly with me or my lovely wife, Kimberly. So save that number in your phone. You never know when you're going to need it. It's 303 Law 4040. That's 303 Law 4040.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and if you're over 50, it's likely you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens, the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
Tune into Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, Wednesdays at 9:15 to hear ESPN NFL analyst Dan Orlovsky break down Bo Nix and the Broncos every week during football season. Denver Sports, 104.3 The Fan, DenverSports.com, and the Denver Sports app. It's
Can we talk more Broncos? Because the Buffs are depressing. We're going to get into Deion's health situation, and it's not where you want it to be. It's very scary. I believe it's very serious. Hopefully Deion met with his doctors today, as he said he was going to, and we have some better news, but this isn't the news you wanted. The results on the field, whatever. At the end of the day, it's football. It doesn't matter. Deion's health and, him being healthy enough to coach this team and just healthy enough to enjoy life, like he's in a bad spot right now, everybody.
We're going to hear from Deion. We're going to sympathize with Deion. We're going to have empathy for Deion, and then we're going to talk about the game and things that need to get better. So, Cecil, you said it. We all saw it. It was Deion on the sideline, sitting on a chair, having a shoe off while trying to coach the game. He was asked about what was going on after the game.
I think I got more blood clots. Cat's out the bag, all right? I think I got more blood clots, man. It don't make sense. I'm hurting like crazy. I got the doctor's appointment Monday to see what time it is. So that's what's going on. I'm not getting blood to my leg. That's why my leg is throbbing. I'm sorry to get that out, but thank you for noticing.
Okay, again, real moment right there. We we can separate Dion the coach and Dion the human being, and I hope everybody out there can do the same. Dion the coach, there's some fair questions about what they're doing. Dion the human being, I don't know anybody that wouldn't root for him, right? Well, outside of your guy Brian, but he's like the only one. Dion the human being, I think a lot of us have some respect for, some admiration for of who he was as both a football player and a baseball player. That stuff's terrifying. So you hope that Dion's okay. If he is seeing the doc today, he generally has a Tuesday press conference. Now, TBD on what the doc's going to tell him and how much he can be around this team, but maybe, just maybe, and hopefully we get an update tomorrow and Dion will share with us what he found out today.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the update will come, honestly. I'm not going to sit and just wait like Tuesday we're going to know. We might not know. But for Dion to admit that publicly when he had kept the blood clot stuff very private previously, and it's his own health, like he can keep that as private as he wants. So to be able to have that public moment in that way, I mean, there was no avoiding it. When you see him sitting down, shoe off, like you see it, you wonder what's going on. It's unusual. It's not what you want to see. And then having him admit that, like, I got my legs throbbing. Imagine the immense amount of pain. Imagine the worry that it causes. You're trying to coach a football game. You know, like there's just a lot of things that need to be better, and Dion's health being the number one. The number one thing with Deion Sanders, whatever happens with his CU coaching career, yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as he can get as healthy as possible with what he's battling, because blood clots are not anything to be messed around with. So a very scary situation. And I'm not going to sit here and say, like, we're going to know tomorrow. I don't know when we're going to know. And I don't know what that knowing is going to be. Is the doctor going to recommend, like, taking the rest of the year off? Is the doctor going to recommend, like, retiring from coaching football? Like, we have no idea. We just know this is a very serious health concern. And Dion's, publicly having to admit it.
Yeah. And like I said, that's the hard part of it. We should separate the two. That's the scary part, is that there's some real life problems that mean more. CU's not good right now. CU kind of stinks right now. But that doesn't matter when it comes to the health of the head coach. So you root for him to figure that out. If he wants to share the information with us, well, then he can share the information with us. So rooting for Dion the human being. I have a lot of questions about Dion the head coach, and you can actually have two different conversations about both subjects.
And let's just put it out there the way we need to put it out there. Okay? And this is as real as it gets. How can we expect Deion Sanders to be a good head coach with this weighing over him?
Dude, how could anybody? We've dealt with stuff. You've dealt with stuff. I've dealt with stuff. And it's other people's stuff that affects my plate.
Right.
This is his life.
Yes.
This could be his leg.
Yes.
This could be more toes. This could, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's a bunch of scary scenarios that could present itself.
It's your own mortality facing you. How can you be really good at what you need to be really good at? And he's never going to be the X's and O's guy. But just to be the Deion Sanders that he needs to be, how can he do that when you're talking about like amputating toes and legs or whatever? I'm just saying mortality. Why? Because that's what blood clots do. Those things move and they get to your brain, it's game over. And if you're Deion Sanders, how in the world are you going to concentrate on what you are paid to do when your life is essentially, in a way, almost hanging in the balance? I don't think that's, over-exaggerating what he's facing. Blood clots are very serious. You're facing a very serious health concern, and you're supposed to get better at coaching? The two don't go hand in hand.
No, they do not. So that's what we know about Deion. And like I said, today at the doctor, maybe he shares tomorrow, maybe he doesn't. He doesn't have to, for sure. He kept everything. Right. You said it in the summer. We just knew he wasn't around.
Right.
We didn't know why or what was going on.
Well, and then you go back to when he wasn't around, like, who's running the show? I think that's a fair question. In the next Deion presser, somebody please ask him that. Mm-hmm. Not about like, hey, if you're not here, who's... No, just say like, when in your absence, who is the, who's the guy in charge?
Yeah, it's a fair question.
I want to know. Who is it?
Our guy Big John, who's a postman, is asking. I don't know if you know, but I don't know the answer to this. Does does altitude affect his body at all with blood clots and things like that? I mean, I'm not a doctor. I didn't even stay at a Holiday Inn. I don't know those kind of answers.
Yeah. Ask AI. I'm not sure, but it might. I mean, I know altitude affects, what is it, like COPD or whatever, you're breathing. So, could it with the blood clots? Maybe, but yeah, it's just those of you that want to participate in prayer, please pray for Deion Sanders.
Well, that's what I was going to say. There's a couple people text and say we're taking over-the-top shots. You're probably a groupie, and that's okay. That's okay. You can be a groupie.
How is that over-the-top shots? We're telling everyone to pray for him.
Right.
That's not over-the-top. Stop.
But we get a shout-out from our boys, Pete, and the guys over at Affordable Basement Finishing. Says, you guys crack us up when we're down here doing our things. Go Broncos, go Buffs, but especially wanted to send out some prayers and love to Coach Sanders. That's cool, man. That's cool, because you can be critical when you need to be critical, and then you could be a real freaking human being when you need to be a real freaking human being too. Pete, boys at Affordable Basement Finishing, y'all are doing it right. Keep it up, man.
Yeah, and prayer is a positive thought, so send out a positive thought for Deion.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's get to the actual football. Caden Salter, real quick, want to hear from him. 3 interceptions, man. He's never done that before in any of his college football games. What happened on those plays, Caden?
First one, I was just scrambling. I knew I had a backside dig. I seen a safety coming down and tried to throw him down the line, but just a dumb play by me. The second one, Clark got to have like a 45-inch vert or something, because I kind of threw it high to try to get it over his head, and he still got up there and caught the pick. So that just a bad decision on me.
All right, so 2 bad decisions, and then he's talking about, I believe the kid was number 21. He's right about that. Now, you still threw the ball with not enough touch to get over that dude, but that guy made a freaking play. And he's right. That vertical was impressive. When he went up, I'm like, where's the ball? There's no way that guy caught it.
He's not going to get that.
And then he came down with the football. It was a hell of a play. But I would technically agree with Caden. Like, yeah, you made some tough decisions on 1 and 3. And then on 2, it's that, hey, I'm going to shake your hand, dude. You made a hell of a play right now.
Yeah. Hell of a play. And sometimes that happens in football. But Caden Salter, the ultimate sin that he cannot commit is turning the ball over. He's not good enough to overcome that. And the Buffs weren't good enough to overcome his turnovers. Is that hating? Is that going to make the Blog Boys mad?
Yeah, right. I'd love for the Blog Boys to be mad at me. I'd love that.
Oh, they already are.
Good. You're going to continue to be mad. So, yeah, we're rooting for Deion. We're rooting for the Buffaloes, but you got to get a better version of Caden Salter. And as we talked about at 1 o'clock, Pat Shurmur, Robert Livingston, y'all got to step your game up in a major, major way. All right, I want to get back to the Broncos. Let's get back to the fun side of what today brings, and we'll finish the show doing so. Rough start for Bo. Red hot in the fourth quarter. Wait till you hear his fourth quarter numbers. That's coming up next.
After 3 bad quarters, the Broncos offense rallied late and took down the Eagles for a signature road win. Can Sean Payton keep the momentum rolling as the team prepares to head overseas? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
Thinking about buying a home in Colorado? You're not the only one, and now might be your best shot. We're officially in a buyer's market, which means you've got the upper hand. More homes are on the market, competition is down, and serious deals are out there just waiting to be found. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade or downsize, now's the time to get pre-approved. And American Financing can make that happen in 24 hours or less. And here's the kicker. When you work with both American Financing and their partner American Home Agents, you can receive a credit on closing costs of up to 1% or a max of $10,000 on your home loan. If you've been sitting on the sidelines, it's time to step in, and American Financing is the place to start. Don't let the 20% down myth stop you. You could buy a home with as little as 3% down, and with down payment assistance programs available, getting into a home might be easier than you think. Pick up the phone, call them at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000, or visit them online at AmericanFinancing.net. NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Winning matters. Postman Law has recovered over $3 billion for clients. Injured? Call 844-POSTMAN. It's free to see if you have a case. Others promise. Postman delivers.
Cool nights are here and winter is on the way. Protect your home with the strength and beauty of Infinity by Marvin Windows from Gravina's Window Center of Littleton. This month only, save 25% on windows and 20% on James Hardy siding. With flexible financing, no interest options, and 0 down. Upgrading has never been easier. Call today at 303-794-0490 or go to windowsforyourhome.com. Gravina's Window Center of Littleton, trusted by Colorado families for over 50 years.
Heads up, pros. Now's your chance to unlock deeper savings. The Home Depot's new Pro Extra Preferred pricing can help you save thousands on the products your business uses the most. But the current benefit ends November 15th. Don't miss out. Registration for the new program is free and easy. Just bring your tax ID or business or contractor's license to the Pro Desk. Register now to lock in the best wholesale prices before it's too late.
Token for my friends at Roller Auction. Got one of my favorite auctions that is open for bidding right now. A government fleet vehicle and equipment auction. It's got SUVs, sedans, pickup trucks, utility trucks, dump trucks, police vehicles, trailers, various municipality equipment, and so much more. Like I said, it's open for bidding right now. It will be ending on October 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning. One of my favorite auctions. Go see it all and get yourself a great deal at rollerauction.com. That's rollerauction.com.
Catch Telestrator Tuesday weekly on Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth, where Stink or Stoke dive into the past weekend's games with a coach's eye, using insights into what went right and wrong on critical plays. Telestrator Tuesdays, powered by Colorado Credit Union. Love where you live, love where you bank.
Planning out your holiday pictures? Let's move you to the front, because at Soda Weight Loss, you could drop the belly fat and gain your confidence back, just like Ramon.
Soda gave me more than a smaller waistline. It gave me back the confidence to wear what I want. No injections, no hunger, just a plan that works.
Right now, the most popular offer of the season is back. Join today and your partner joins free. Visit SodaWeightLoss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com.
Marketing can feel overwhelming. Where to start? What works? What doesn't? That's where your marketing experts at DenverSports come in. Audio, video, online marketing, and we know how to cut through the noise so your customers finally hear your story. You don't have to waste time guessing or spinning your wheels. We'll guide you with a proven plan that turns your marketing into growth. Let us handle the hard part. You do the easy part. Head over to DenverSports.com and click Advertise with us and start growing your business today.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Don't let dirt, dust, and debris be the #1 cause of breakdowns. Fix It 24/7 gives you a complete top-to-bottom fall furnace tune-up for $39. Book now at fixmyhome.com.
It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
This is the jam right here.
Yes,
Kev
it
on the
is.
ones and twos. Thank you, Kevin Gissner.
So is this the album you didn't think was that good, or you do like this album?
No, this one was good.
This one's good. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's good. I feel like all the 90s was just good. Well, everything in the 90s was good.
Dogfather wasn't good.
Not great?
No. His the game is to be sold, not to be told, or whatever. His first one with Master P.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good album.
Yeah. I mean, Master P was putting out some hits.
Oh,
hit after
yeah.
hit.
Mr. Cal,
That's
Silk the
right.
Shocker.
Yeah.
The other guys.
The other guys that were around sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes them too. Yeah. Oh, if we could play unedited, Game is to be sold, not to be told, or whatever it is, like that.
What's the song? It's him and a lady and
Don't
another
let
guy.
go.
And they're about riding on a horse through the desert and all that. It's a real good one, too. I did a great job describing it, but...
Yeah. Horse in the desert.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it's not about Travis Kelce's hog. We've now come to that with
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's new album, which thank you for putting that visuals into my head, Taylor. Awesome lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the lyrics that you think about things. Oh, God. For love of God. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I've said that a million times. Well, Taylor's really popular. Yeah, She's catchy. Tunes are catchy.
Yeah.
She always does that little thing when she does the sing, and then she does another song, and then she's not wearing a thong. Like, yeah, okay, so it's catchy. That doesn't mean it's good.
It's, it's somewhat of a cult, right? The Swifties?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
Okay.
If you said anything bad about her album, you would bye-bye your mentions.
Oh, they go at you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's scary. It's not for me, but a lot of people love it out there. I actually don't mind the song about the
hog
member there. It's a cool little love story, you know? You should see some of the things I sing to Kelsey. I'll send you versions tonight.
It's a crotch party right up in here.
All right, I want to hear from Bo Nix. We're having a little bit of fun, and of course, today's a giant Broncos day. What they were able to accomplish. One of the things that Bo was asked and talked about after this game is something we've wondered about. Hey, Evan Ingram, where the heck are you, man? What's going to happen with this Joker role that you were supposed to fill? Now, Evan Ingram had a giant moment, influenced this game by one play, scoring that touchdown in the fourth quarter. Bo finds him in the middle of the field. He shakes one defender. He keeps his balance by putting that arm down, and he dives into the back of the end zone. A huge moment. So, Bo, what are you seeing from Evan lately?
Well, one, he's been a great teammate. He's been very hardworking. He shows up every day, ready to get better. He really works hard. He's on the field a lot. He's out there before anybody else. He stays, and he adds a level of experience/competitive nature that not everybody in that situation has, especially not playing a whole lot, probably as much as he wanted to, but he never really complained, never wavered, just kind of figured out how he could be pieced in. And then once his moment showed up today, he made a couple really huge catches on those drives, and breaking a tackle to go score was big. You don't have to run any more plays against a tough red zone defense. So really good to see him get in the end zone. Excited for what's to come with him. I know it's just trying to build certain things and just put him in places to succeed. I think he showed today that, he's on the right track.
All right, on the right track. And I keep telling myself, hey, he misses one game. He hasn't been out on the field for more than 50% of the snaps in any of the games. I haven't looked at the snap count yet today. Maybe he achieved that yesterday. But okay, Cecil, do I give benefit of the doubt? Sean's earned some of that.
Right.
He certainly put some goodwill in the bank yesterday. Or do I go, hey, I can't talk about it. I can't give you benefit of the doubt until I see more of it. But what J.K. Dobbins says just lives in my head rent-free. Sean needs some time to figure out how to use his players. Checking that box with J.K., checking that box with Bo, checking that with Cortland, checking that with Troy Franklin. Might not show up in the stat sheet for Pat Bryant, but he's figuring out what Pat's good at and putting him in the field to succeed as well. Do I need to? Okay, if we were given 5 weeks to the team and Evan missed a week, does that mean he gets until the end of next week? So like the RJ Harvey timeline that you came up with before the season and Evan Ingram are actually in lockstep.
Yeah, and what's funny is it's going to take time, but Sean Payton's going to figure it out. Like the evidence that we have with Sean Payton is like he's going to work you and he's going to get the respect of his players and they're going to buy in. You heard that answer about Bo? Like Evan wasn't complaining at all. He's not saying a damn thing. He's not behind the scenes. They're not doing the A.J. Brown thing of like, give me the rock, give me the rock, give me the rock. Every player thinks that.
Yeah,
but to have that buy-in with Sean Payton, it's awesome. And then Payton, the reward is, I'm going to figure it out. Life's a puzzle. Life's a risk, Carnell. Life's a puzzle. And Sean Payton's there looking at the pieces going, okay, how can you fit in what my vision is? How can you fit in what I want to do offensively? And I've said the best thing from this game, 1,000%. Everybody steal it from me. Give me a quarter every time you say it. The best thing we learned from this game against the Eagles is they can beat anybody. The second best thing may be Happy learned how to putt.
Ooh.
They figured out Evan Ingram. This is just the beginning of Evan Ingram taking over and being the Joker that we all thought he could be.
I mean, so that would mean next week in London, he's making impact plays.
Yes.
Not singular the way he did on Sunday in Philadelphia.
Right.
That play was huge. I don't want to take anything
It's
away
got to
from him
start somewhere,
there.
right?
But I thought we'd have 4 or 5 of those up to this point.
Well, we also thought that they would be off to a hotter start, and then we saw him in training camp. Now, the odd thing is, in training camp, Evan Ingram was blowing it up. Not the preseason catch from Jarrett Stidham. I'm talking about actual camp. Like Evan Ingram, you and I are on these airwaves. We're like, just wait till you see it. And then you didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you saw a glimpse of it. I want to see more. It has to start somewhere. I'm glad that it's finally started. Evan Ingram's off the schneid, as they would say. I don't even know what a schneid is, but it just sounds like something. It sounds like something you don't want to be on. So, yeah, he's off the schneid. He's in the stat sheet. He's scoring touchdowns. He's in the end zone. Now do it again and do it some more. And that's where we could see Evan Ingram end up.
Bo Nix also talked about the same way we felt, right? How sweet this victory was.
It's awesome. It's a great win. Proves that we can go on the road and beat these tough teams, and we can be a tough team to play. So that's good for our confidence. It's good for going into this trip. A lot of teams struggle before they go to London, but we focused on this trip. We focused on this game, and we went out and got it done. It was good for us.
And that's exactly what it is. It's what you're saying. You're learning that this team can slay the dragon. They can get over the hump. It's what we started the show with. They can win a one-score game. They can win on the road against a top-tier opponent, an opponent that only lost 2 games in the last calendar year, and a couple years if you go with back-to-back seasons here. So they learned a lot about who they are, and then I think one of the more important things, it goes with what you're saying, the next time, who knows? Maybe they're in a one-score tight game next week in London. Maybe that comes in, when they play Dallas in a couple of weeks from right now.
Right.
There's not this, I think from us, from them as the players, the coaches, there's not this, oh, crap, they can't win here because we know they can't win here. Now there's remember what happened in Philly? They can win here.
I want him to be 9-2 at the bye. However, that being said, these next few games, there's going to be some one-score games. They're not going to boat race everybody. I saw the YouTube chat. What's up, YouTube?
Hi, guys.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we appreciate you for doing just that. YouTube chat's like, man, they're gonna crush the Jets. I've got some numbers that'll tell you Broncos should play pretty good football against the Jets. However, I also have some pretty positive Jets numbers that will shock you as soon as I get to them on tomorrow's show. I think that you can have the confidence, but don't have hubris.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be overconfident. Take a lot of confidence from this one. Take a lot of momentum, but don't get cocky and start thinking that you've arrived when you had one game where you played like you should and didn't even play perfectly, by the way.
No, you didn't. It does go to what Diana Rossini tweeted out. Like, hey, they kept saying the word of the week, the letter of the week is L. And it's London. Don't overlook the Eagles. That's really tough to do. They're the Eagles. But don't just show up smelling your own stuff because you beat the Eagles against the Jets.
Okay, can I say something?
Please.
Maybe it's mean.
Oh, those are my favorite
I
things
thought that
to
was
say.
kind of a dumb thing. Like, no one's saying the L word. Who in the hell would overlook the Eagles?
Right. Right.
Like, seriously, if you're in that locker room and it's last week and you're like, I can't wait to go see the Buckingham Palace. I'm cutting you. I'm calling you into the office. George, I got another. Hey, George, over here. George, did you hear me?
Yeah.
No, George. He said London.
Yeah.
But, George, we said this week no one says London.
Yeah.
So I got to let him go, George.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
As soon as someone says Buckingham Palace, says anything about crumpets and tea, what else do they do over there? Say anything about bad teeth.
Beer, yeah.
The bad teeth that abounds in London and the UK. Like, if anybody says anything like that, I'm cutting you immediately. So when Diana Rossini, who's fantastic at her job, whatever,
sure.
When she tweets like, no one was saying the L word. Huh? If you were talking about London when you're on the road to face the world champion, undefeated at that time, Philadelphia Eagles, then I don't want you on this team.
I think that's more than fair. More than fair. You want to go to London? Win a Super Bowl. Take your vacation after that. Go over there to London and have a nice little tour with the Lombardi Trophy. All right, final segment. We're going to wrap it up, put a bow on it for Zach Bye, Philip Lindsay. They're going to come in here on a Victory Monday and give you their thoughts of this game. But before we get to them, a couple things left over that we hadn't touched on. Some injury news on the Broncos front came before the game, and then a couple of things after the game. 2 players didn't make the trip to London. Why, and what's it mean? That's next.
TCU held serve at home and handed Coach Prime and the Buffs their second straight loss. With their season hanging in the balance, can Colorado find a way to get back on track and secure their first conference win? Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whether you're into local craft brews, adventurous cocktails, or ice-cold 29-degree drafts, they've got your drink. Pair it with scratch-made favorites from their special menu. And you've got the perfect way to wind down or turn up. Whatever your vibe, Twin Peaks is your go-to for the best happy hour in the league. See you tonight at Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Stokely here from my friends at 5280 Waste Solutions of Denver. Unhappy with your home or business trash and recycling service? Need a temporary dumpster for a project? Call 5280 Waste Solutions at 303-529-2329. Colorado isn't just where they work, it's home. They guarantee swift, on-time pickup for residential and commercial customers. Make the switch and get reliable local service you can count on. Go to 5280waste.com. 5280 Waste Solutions, your hometown brand.
Hey, it's Mike Evans. Restore your bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning hair with the same simple one-day treatment I receive from Dr. Tanya Pauls of Advanced Hair. Your own natural hair begins regrowing the very next day, and your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, including mine. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 720-459-HAIR, AdvancedHair.com.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer. There is nothing more important than your health. That's why I made the smart move to invest in fitness equipment with Fitness Gallery. It's a game changer. I have a true treadmill at home. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
Football is here, and Fitness Gallery's fall football sale is your playbook for a winning home gym. Save up to 50% off on select premium equipment. Visit any of our 7 stores from Denver to Fort Collins and score big before the sale ends.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. These days, we expect everything fast. Streaming, food delivery, even same-day shipping. So why should using the equity in your home to get cash be any different? At Cake Mortgage, we get fast. We just got a client approved for $300,000 in under 24 hours with our Cake Fast Cash program. If you're struggling with high-interest debt, roll it into one low monthly payment and save hundreds or more each month. The best part? You'll keep your current mortgage rate and only pay for what you use. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked fast cash loan is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 1-800-EAT-CAKE. That's 1-800-EAT-CAKE. Again, that's 1-800-EAT-CAKE or visit cakehome.com. To learn more now.
Makita knows that pros never settle, and neither do we. With Makita, you get tools that perform at the highest level on every job without compromise. Makita is for the most detailed pros, expertly engineered to deliver precision, job after job. When your work calls for the best, call on Makita. Makita, built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
This March, Wendy's is fueling the madness with amazing deals on their hamburgers made with fresh, never frozen beef.
Like a juicy Dave's single for $1 and a fresh $2 Dave's double with in-app offer.
It's such a good deal, we wrote a little ditty about it. Get it for $1.
Dave's single, order in the app. Dave's single, get it for $1. Choose wisely, choose Wendy's official hamburger March Madness.
Limited time offer. Participating U.S. Wendy's. See offer details and redeem the Wendy's app. Account registration required. Fresh beef available only. Contiguous U.S. and Alaska.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan brought to you by Flanagan Law.
Stay up to date on the Broncos and the latest news from around the league with our NFL insider James Palmer. Exclusively on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Mondays on The Rundown with Richie Carney. Tuesday afternoons on The Drive. And Friday mornings on Stokely and Evans with Mark Schlereth. All season long. Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. DenverSports.com and the Denver Sports app. It's Reaction Monday, powered by Silter Har Motors. Here's Dover and Cecil.
Dobbins through traffic is in the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. For the first time today, they go to Ingram. Balanced and dives. Touchdown Denver. Evan Ingram going for the lead. Here's the rollout, the throw, it's there. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That was Franklin on the receiving end with 15 unanswered points. And they pulled off a miracle. They got one shot at it. No pressure on the quarterback. He's got time to heave it. There's a whole pack of people there, and it's incomplete. And there's no flag. And the Broncos have their signature win.
Kevin Franklin Kessler, ladies and gentlemen. That's a nice little montage. He hits the post at the same time. That's good work, Mr. Kessler.
Oh, that was great.
That's nice
It's
work.
those little things in radio that get you
It's
excited.
when they come together, right? I just wish Chris Stapleton was actually country and not something else.
There's like 14 people listening to us right now in the radio business going, damn, that sounded good.
Damn, that was awesome. It moved. It moved
right.
for Kevin Kistner. Anyway.
CBS on the call right there. Kevin Kistner on the montage. That was good, Kev.
Whenever I
That
can
sounded
make
good.
Kev lose it, that's my whole goal in life is to have the #1 radio show in the Denver market in middays. Thank you
far,
all
so
for
good,
helping out the tribe. And the tribe, tell a friend. I always say it. Dover and Cecil, tell a friend. We are the tribe. You're right there with us. We're all in the tribe. But my daily routine includes somehow getting under Drew Spivak's skin. I think that's just by merely existing.
I think you've been doing that for about a decade.
Exactly. And then the other thing is to get Kevin Kistner to lose his stuff. Because when he laughs, it's music to my soul.
There's, people have different radio philosophies. I'm not a newsbreaker. I'm not even a journalist. I'd actually rather make somebody laugh than give them any kind of information. That's kind of how I look at this stuff. Let's have a good time together. You all can get the information that we got. We might get it 2 seconds before you.
It's sports. I'm not going to virtue signal about some sort of geopolitics or whatever.
Right.
We're going to talk sports. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about ladies
That's
and,
right.
sex and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what guys talk about.
Last week we got into a conversation about dragons and boobs, and I thought it was great.
It was awesome. Last week I said Kev needs to be the deepest, darkest chapter in her sexual diary.
That's right.
It'll read all the others, and then it'll be him.
Like there's one night with a guy named
There was
Kevin.
one guy, this Kevin Kistner guy. I've got to tell you.
So we hope you have fun out there. You guys make it fun for us with your comments, your text, your conversations happening over on YouTube. Yeah. It's a club here. We're all in this thing together, so keep it coming. It's a good week, too. Like I said, today's about a celebration. Today, you should be stoked. You should be ecstatic as to what went down yesterday in Philadelphia. Tomorrow, we'll start to talk about the little things that need to be cleaned up so they can build on this momentum. And then Wednesday, we'll be fully to the Jets at that point, talking about how they go to London and win a football game.
Right. There's so much left over that we got so much meat on the bone. Tomorrow's show, going to be reacting to that. Of course, previewing the Avs opener.
Oh, that's right.
As
Tomorrow.
hockey season kicks it off, and we're going to talk about that. And
hockey starts tomorrow.
I know. Craziness. The home opener for the Avs is Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nuggets is what, October 25th? Something on top of my
I don't know
head?
off the top of my head, but
yeah,
that
so
sounds
we'll
about
be
right.
back. Tribe meetup, Ball Arena. Yes, yes. Nuggets get going. You and I are going to be there. Jake Shapiro doing his thing. AP.
Yep.
Our guy. We have a great time talking all Denver sports.
That's right, and that's what you get right here. We will be into the Avalanche a little bit more tomorrow, and certainly keep this conversation and the momentum rolling with the Denver Broncos. I mentioned a couple of things that need to be discussed here, and I don't know how big of a deal two of these things are, but one is. So Lucas Kroll went on the IR over the weekend. A foot injury is what it was described as by the Denver Broncos. That's one of them that I don't think is a huge deal. Lucas Kroll can help this team at times, but if Evan Ingram's starting to figure some stuff out, Nate Atkins is back, and Adam Troutman even had a little dump over the top. Adam goes down in bounds to keep the clock rolling.
Yep.
Those are the reasons Sean trusts the dude. He can block, and he's aware of himself and his surroundings. That's a huge play from Adam Troutman. So I don't want to say it's not a big deal because he's a player on the Broncos and it matters when they're not available, but Lucas is not going to be available for the next 4 weeks.
Fine.
Not a huge deal. And then the other one is...
What's the Ben Powers thing?
Well, that's the big one.
That's what we're waiting on because he flew back. He's not going to London, flew back to Denver. Jarrett Stidham did as well. They're expecting him and his lady are expecting their third child, I believe.
That's the third child. You don't have to go back for the third child. You've already done it twice.
I was there for all three. You got to be there for all of them.
I don't know.
You got to be there for all of them.
Maybe you do. Not a professional football player.
He'll be...
I guess he doesn't really have anything else.
He's on the clipboard, maybe. He'll be back in London, I think, as soon as even Wednesday.
Oh, really?
They said, yeah.
So, like, they're having the baby today, and then...
I believe so, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So, it'll be good to go, baby. Good to go. No.
But Ben Powers, you're absolutely right.
That's
It's
a big one.
A bicep issue where he's flying back. He's already here. He's flown back to Denver. He's now back at home, but going to get some work and treatment at Broncos Park, powered by Common Spirit, to see if he can make it to London by the end of the week.
Right. So we'll be watching that one with great interest. I think that's a big one based on the way the Broncos are running the ball. Boy, who would you want to see Alex Forsythe out there? You know what I mean?
I don't.
You want to see Paucho in there? Paucho could do it. I like
Paucho.
I like Paucho more as a tackle than as a guard, but he's smart enough to do it. I don't believe my man Frank Crum. He is a tackle. And perhaps a future left tackle, but like
That'd be
I don't
giant guard. Holy hell, dude!
Why is Bo Nix keep hitting his passes bad?
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually the back of his helmet.
Throwing it in the back of Frank Crum's head.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, which way? It's not Matt Pert, right?
No.
So I'm like, okay, Paucho, Forsythe, probably Paucho, but just guessing right now. So we're going to watch the Powers situation. With the way this team is running the ball, you just kind of want everything to be a little bit steady. And the O-line, we didn't get to talk about it much with CU. That offensive line is fantastic. With the Broncos, you can say the same thing. The advanced data backs it up. With all the struggles that this team has had, the Chargers and the Colts game, and people, with the O-line, nope. If you're complaining about this Broncos offensive line, you're not watching football the way you should. This Broncos offensive line is top-notch. What did Snoop say? In that album I love, game is to be sold, not to be told. Told not to be sold. I always forget that.
It's one of those.
Top dollar with the gold fleet collar, dipping in my blue Impala. That's the Broncos offensive line. Exactly that. I don't know if Garrett Bowles drives a blue Impala, but he should.
Yeah. I don't know that he's an Impala guy. He doesn't he comes off as like a...
No lowrider type thing, nothing. No hydraulics.
Not Garrett Bowles.
Not Garrett Bowles. Not the GB zone?
Not in the GB zone.
The GB zone.
I think
he could have like a mural painted on the hood of his Impala of like his family.
Oh, actually,
right?
see, now you're talking.
You know what I mean?
Now you're getting there, yeah.
Yes. GB and a lowrider. I want to see Garrett Bowles. I want to go cruising with Garrett Bowles down Federal. We're going to listen to Los Tucanes, and we're going to wave the American and the Mexican flag.
I bet he knows all the words. All the words.
I feel like Bowles is more of a cool minivan type
I actually had the same thought.
What?
Minivan is what popped
Like
into my head, too.
Like the spinners,
Yeah.
something from Pimp My Ride. That's Garrett Bowles'
Cool
ride.
and minivan should never go in the same sentence
They're
together
so
at all.
spacious, though.
Unless it's Garrett Bowles driving it, then it's cool.
When I just went to Florida for our family
Yeah.
reunion this summer, my brother, the Army Ranger, Hunter, and his wife Becca, sup Becca, they bought like the brand new, I think it's a Kia minivan. Dude, this thing's like a spaceship. The kids are so far in the back, you can't even hear them crying. It's beautiful. I'm like, yeah, throw them in the back, man. Turn up the music and let's roll. Minivans, I think, are kind of underrated.
Low key, I will say this. Don't own a minivan. Probably never will. But a couple years at the Senior Bowl, I rented, they were out of whatever I rented, the Corolla or whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And they're like, hey, we're going to upgrade you to the minivan. I'm like, eh. And then I got in it. I was like, oh, you know how much stuff, activities? Look at all the room for activities in this minivan.
There was a moment.
And then I thought, oh, wait, it's Alabama. Ain't no one going to be jumping in this minivan that I want.
I was maybe 17, and I had lost my car for a little while. A whole nother conversation I probably can't share on the radio. But I didn't have a car for a while. Mom had a gold minivan. I was cruising that thing to Northland High School. I was going to Fed Skate Park, bringing all the homies.
Gold minivan
with gold outline on the rims. Like, it looked ridiculous.
Was she okay that you hotbox that thing?
She wasn't stoked about it, but
you just roll up, open that minivan door, and it's like the Broncos locker room. All that smoke rolls out.
I'm
And
like,
not a
Mom,
smoke.
it's Club Dub.
It's Club Dub. I'm the smoke machine.
So minivans, I get it. The perception isn't great, but the space, it's a good car.
It's a game changer.
It is.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
You had 3 kids. You could have benefited off of a minivan.
Always SUVs. Always SUVs.
Station wagon?
No.
Really? Not
No.
even when you were a kid?
No, country, dude.
Oh, that's
Come on.
right. Yeah. El Camino, maybe, right?
My grandpa had a 71 El Camino. It wasn't a super sport. 305, I believe. 3 on the tree. You ever drove 3 on the tree?
I have. Kevin hasn't. Tell him about
Probably not.
Yes.
It's a clutch, but it's on the steering column. So instead of
yeah.
shifting down here. Oh no, it wasn't 3 on the tree because I locked the synchronizers one time. So me and my cousin, we weren't supposed to drive Grandpa's El Camino.
I'm sure.
But Grandpa was gone. So guess what we did when we were 15?
Yeah, you drive that.
We
bad.
drove it to Yuma, and I locked the synchronizers in town, which means the transmission was stuck in gear. And so I freaked out, got underneath it, crammed a crowbar to unlock the synchronizers in the transmission.
Yeah.
Drove it back, parked it, never talked about it again.
He should have beat your you-know-what.
He would have if he'd have known about it.
All right, it's KKFN HD1, Longmont, Denver. I am actually, so it's first Old Man Rec Basketball League is over. By the way, anybody out there in the tribe start a Rec Basketball League? I'm looking to get picked up on a Tuesday team. Tuesday. No more Mondays. I got to watch Monday Night Football. I'm excited about the Manning Cast. I haven't got to watch the Manning Cast yet. When Bill Belichick was on it, I boycotted anything Bill was. I wouldn't participate in.
Right.
So now it's back. I'm free. I heard the morning show when I was driving in, them talking about Stokely being a part of the Manning Cast today. That means 16 Pedialites tomorrow right there. But I'm excited to see what it is. He says his bit is in the first quarter. He also said he was instructed to not speak. So I'm just intrigued to see what Stokely's going to do tonight. Didn't he wear a helmet the last time he was there, so you didn't get to see his face
Has
fully?
he spoken on Manning Cast yet?
I don't think words have been said.
I think he's been censored, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wow.
Disney censored Stokely. Think about that.
It was Disney that did it, not Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
right?
not Payton. Not at all.
Last time Stokely had to give an example of an over-the-shoulder catch. So that's what he had to learn.
That's right.
Maybe this time it'll be something different.
Okay.
I mean, he was also shown, his Morgan Wallen video was shown.
That's right.
Him and
That's
Payton
right.
walking out.
That was the Tennessee thing. We didn't like it that much, but
Yeah. So I don't know what this one's going to be about.
Okay.
We'll find out.
We are fixing to find out. Yeah, definitely a reason to tune in. Now, one, it's KC against Jacksonville.
Let's go,
And
Jags.
we're all rooting for Jacksonville tonight. Trevor Lawrence, don't suck, even though you kind of suck.
Hey, I had to pick him up in fantasy. Let's go with the don't suck, please.
Hey, you wouldn't have to pick up a quarterback if you would have taken Bo Nix first overall. I just want to throw that out
That
there.
was Kevin's suggestion the night you guys came over and wanted to do the draft, but
no.
Yeah.
We went Lamar Jackson.
how's that working out for
Yeah.
you? Cecil always asks that question.
How's that working
Not
out?
working out very good. So, yeah, rooting for the Jags tonight, but stoked to see Stokely on the Manning Cast. I don't know how you guys would approach it. They're going to be buds forever, and maybe Stokely loses his opportunity to be on the Manning Cast. But if I were Mike Evans, I would have been, poking Stokely to bring some sort of sign that says, preferably Dover and Cecil on the Fan. I don't think Stoke would do that, but something about the Fan. You know what I mean?
He could have a T-shirt with Mike Evans' giant head on it.
Oh, that'd be good.
And they'd be like, what is that? Some sort of, what was it? What was the Mars, Battleship of Mars or whatever, old sci-fi movie? Yeah, maybe that's where that's from. No, it's actually Mike Evans.
It's just Mike Evans' head. But this logo that's on my sweater is across his forehead. Because there's all that, like me.
There's a lot of real estate. Yeah,
out there.
if he ever wanted a tattoo on his forehead,
Yeah.
he gets so much money. So much money.
I wonder how much it would cost, how much money he would need to get Jared Stidham tattooed right on his cheek.
Get a face tattoo?
Yeah.
Of Jarrett Stidham?
Because I'd be down to come up with
Like a
some
portrait or the name?
Portrait.
Portrait. Yeah, because his Tebow tattoo is lame.
Yeah, it is.
I told him that when it happened. I was like, dude, that's lame. Oh, I got the Tebow tattoo. It's a 15 with wings and a halo.
Yeah.
It says nothing about Tebow, and it's also tiny. It should have been like a sleeve of Timmy.
Exactly.
No one didn't run the ball here except me.
It is fading out, though. So maybe we just we cover it up with Jared Stidham and his face. I like that.
I like that.
Or maybe just a Stidham jersey or something.
Just the
That
number.
covers his
that
entire
says
face.
future
Just the number?
future Hall of Famer or something.
Okay, yeah, lots of real estate there, but Stoke could have helped out. He could have helped out, but
By the way, the tribe is saying there will be no minivan hate in the tribe. The tribe
has spoken.
The tribe has spoken.
I don't know. Minivan's
Or minivan people.
game changer. Not going to own one, but I rented one, and it was better than I thought.
I'm the only one in the room without children, and I'm down to drive a minivan right now. I think a minivan's a great vehicle.
Okay.
I could pick you guys up. We could all put our golf clubs in there. We'd have a great time.
I could hotbox it.
Skateboards, all of that stuff. I think I'm going to buy a freaking minivan.
So, see, you like minivans too? Or are you against them?
I'm against them in principle, but I did rent one at the Senior Bowl because they didn't have my Corolla or whatever.
Yeah.
And they upgraded me, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty nice.
Well, see, growing up, there was 5 of us. It was, 3 brothers. There's 2 other brothers, myself, and 2 sisters. So 5 of us. So we had this maroon minivan for many years.
Probably like a Plymouth Voyager or something.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't until one day. My younger brother, Zach, who's around the same age as me, he's messing around with me. I get mad. I pick up a rock. I see him. He's in front of the minivan, and he's like, instigating me. I throw the rock at him. He dodges it.
He hits the Matrix on you.
Oh, dodges it. Breaks the window. I break the window. Shatter the whole window. Get an ass whooping of my life. But then we got rid of the minivan after that because the minivan was breaking down anyway. So everybody thanked me. So I took the butt whooping, and then everybody thanked me for it.
That was like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's like, all right, we're not getting the window fixed.
The rock that broke the minivan's back.
Yes. Well, I was listening to you guys saying it, and you were Dover was like kind of like searching for the right way to say it, and I'm listening. How I would put it is the minivan, like aesthetically, you're not cool,
not pleasing,
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But like from the utilitarian function of the automobile, it might be the best thing on 4 tires.
Mm-hmm.
Like truly, because there is so much space. But people don't like them. But why don't people like them? I think that goes back to like how your wiring of what's cool when you're like in middle school or high school, and it like resonates into adulthood for whatever reason.
Why don't vans come back? Like in the 70s, because I'm old, they were big. When we hit the rodeo trail, we either had a super cab Ford or we had a Ford van with the shag carpet.
Yeah.
It had like a mini keg. I still have the keg, early times whiskey. It had a mini keg in it with goblets that was like a holder. It had a fridge in it. And you'd hit the rodeo trail and like, I'm just going to sleep on the shag carpet and have some whiskey. I was 8.
Well, I'll tell you this. Like, everybody knows about the white minivans, though, to stay away from those.
The white minivans? I thought that was the white Bronco. You stayed away
No,
from.
it was like the white
That
ones
one
that
too.
have the tinted windows, and it's like they're driving down the street slowly. Like, those are the ones that people think, hey, they're going to try to kidnap you.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah.
used to call those the pervert minivans. Like, stay away from them. Like, no white minivans
Hey,
now.
either that or they got some sweet speakers they're trying to sell you.
Oh, okay.
What's the deal? Follow me, bro.
What was your guys before you guys get out of here? What was your biggest takeaway from yesterday?
The biggest takeaway, and this is going to win the day. So I don't know if I ruined your tease here, but I have the answer, and there's no answer that's better.
That is a classic Cecil preface. I know everything. Humble yourself and listen to me because I have the answers.
Brace yourselves now.
They can beat anybody. It's the number one takeaway of yesterday's game. They can beat anybody. And they didn't even play perfectly.
No, far from it.
Exactly.
Far. I mean, that most of that game was, I shouldn't say most.
3/4?
A lot of it was maddening. Maddening.
Yeah.
And there was a while there in the first half where, and I know the defense ultimately bowed their back, but it was like the defense, because Philly, and I know you guys had talked about it, we talked about it, like the tail of the tape, they were not playing well offensively. They were one of the back half of the leagues by pretty much every metric except for scoring and red zone offense. And so that's what was bridging the gap from these other like shortcomings. But then for a while there, it was like, I'm listening to Jim, longest Eagles pass of the year, longest Eagles rush of the year, longest Saquon Barkley reception as an Eagle. And I'm like, how are they getting right against this Broncos defense? But at a certain point in the game, it flipped, and that was like the fourth quarter was the complimentary football, and they still need to put it together for a full game. But like that quarter was like, whoa, like, to your point, if you are that version of yourself, you can beat anyone in pro football.
And I would say it's almost the same, but it's like to Sean Payton is one of my bigger takeaways. Maybe you can teach an old dog new tricks. They're a run-first football team.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Payton loves Bo Nix. My cue, right? The voicemail to Diana Rossini. He gave J.K. Dobbins 20 carries. Kevin did the homework, and we took the credit because our name's on the marquee. But Kevin did the homework for us to show he doesn't give running backs 20 carries. Very minimum times throughout his NFL career.
Correct. Yep.
J.K. hit 20 yesterday. They didn't go away down 17-3. They didn't go away from J.K. Dobbins. They continued to run the ball. It's one of the best things that I've felt about Sean Payton since he got hired 3 years ago. You might just be able to teach this old dog some new tricks.
Well, with that in mind, Phil, on Friday we were talking about this game and breaking down this matchup, and I remember you asking me, say, do you trust Sean Payton to stick with the run?
Yes.
And I said, Sean Payton has drove me mad on a lot of game days because when he feels like he has the license or liberty to operate with an agenda that can bleed through a game day operation, he often does. But in this circumstance where you have to play everything by the book because this is such a tall task, I believe, despite me being highly critical of him and a lot of his game day decision making, I said, I trust him in this moment. And the fact that they stuck to the run down 14 in the fourth quarter, my hat is off to Sean Payton. He is such a big part of the reason why the Broncos won that football game.
He's obeying his eyes now. All right, we've said this for the last couple of weeks, and we're like, the identity, and Josh brought it up, but I feel like we have brought it up as well multiple times. Hey, the identity of this team this year, for people out there that are like, hey, Sean's not willing to change and Sean's just going to pass. Yeah, Sean in the past did that. But the identity has to be run the ball first, pass second. Why? Because one, you finally have a running back that fits the scheme, that you can trust, that's very consistent, very patient. But two, you paid a lot of money for this offensive line that's the second highest paid offensive line in the league. They want to get downhill, which then is going to set up the pass. It's going to settle Bo Nix down. It's going to open up the play action for you so you can get someone like Evan Ingram or Cortland Sutton or Marvin Mims or Troy Franklin open. But it starts with establishing